So I'm stoked.
Alrighty. Well, let's go ahead and jump right on in here in a three and a two and a one.
Sweet.
Welcome back, everyone, to Pray for Death. We made it to session three, which means I do have a. I can't think of phrases. This is already going horribly. A confession to make. Uh,
Session
I
one
have
wasn't in the.
a perhaps streak of bad luck in my GMing career where if a player character is going to die, it will happen in session three. So
Ah.
that's your warning for tonight.
Well, the good news is we can blame Mark if anybody dies.
Precisely, yes. Blame the
Yes.
rogue.
It's your fault.
Uh, so I'm not setting out to kill anyone, aside from how much I usually am, but for some reason, if a player character dies, it 90% of the time happens on session three. So you've been warned. Play careful, play smart, play stupid. I don't care. Let's keep the curse going.
Or break the curse.
Or break the curse. It's actually been broken for a long time. I haven't killed a character on session three in a long time, but I
If
still
it
have to bring it
happens,
up
it's
and mention
still.
it.
So let's start the session off then. Malric does have the brace curse or the break curse skill feat, so maybe I can just throw that religion check out real quick.
Yeah, see?
Hmm. Where's the fun in that? Unless you want to
Too
spend
late.
all of your mythic points right here.
Well, it looks like 40's pretty good. We'll go with that.
It's pretty good. My DC is quite high, though. That is a failed counteract. Good try, though.
Well, damn.
Ah. In our last session of this game, of course, we sort of cleaned up the battlefield down in the shackles from our previous contract and setting journey home back to Mediagalti Island on a self-propelled ship taken via contract some time ago by the Red Mantis. You all were visited by a man showing up kind of second morning on the boat, just appearing out of thin air, who introduced himself as the Tomb, a courier of the Vernai, come to bring you guys your next contract. A bit unorthodox. Normally, Red Mantis members would, after an assassination, return back to the island, have a period of rest and sort of digesting their experiences before getting sent out on a new mission. However, perhaps this is a sign of trust in your capabilities that you have been granted a new mission so quickly, seemingly needing you all to take care of it. This mission, of course, sending you far to the north in the direction of the crown of the world, where you are to take down an individual by the name of Ordulf Blade Caller, a priest of Gorham who. Originally hailing from Irison, has been gathering his strength and training forces in order to take kingship in the land of the Linorm kings for himself through means untraditional. You all were teleported north by the tomb to save yourself potential weeks of travel time, where you acquired some new gear for yourself, some ways to stave off the cold and disguise yourselves before heading north on horseback to the small town of Glacier's Rest. And that is where we currently are. Glacier's Rest is a few miles away from the mountainside fortress of Crownhold, where Ordulf awaits your judgment. But here in this small town, you have blended in with a merchant caravan visiting in order to make your preparations, figure out what you can of the environment and Mr. Blade Caller before setting your plan into motion. as a reminder of some of the things that we have accomplished thus far. We've done some research and rumor gathering into Ordulf himself, learning that he is a high priest of Gorham, beloved to the point of having the deity's major boon, something that will
Oh,
prevent him
right.
from dying multiple times over, as well as the entirety of Crownhold being enveloped in a consecrate ritual, something that will make most of your enemies a bit tougher to deal with there, while also making yourselves not quite operate at full capacity so long as you are sneaking around. You have seen large owl-like birds nesting atop of Crownhold, seemingly being ridden out in the wilderness, acting perhaps as scouts of the like, as well as a number of perhaps local outcast and tribes leaders having converged on Crownhold recently for who knows what reason. You have swiped a pair of spare keys to Crownhold. One of them looks pretty bog standard, the other one relatively unique, as well as a timely distraction being set up by Zavara. The details of that distraction, of course, to be determined uh, when you guys would like it to activate during the infiltration. Those keys and distractions are, of course, sitting in the party stash to give you guys a reminder of what you have the ability to use. But we are picking back up on the afternoon of your second day here in Glacier's Arrest, sort of your last opportunity to get things done while disguised as merchants, since the caravan will leave early tomorrow morning, and remaining without them will likely put some suspicion on you. Not to say you can't do it. Uh, Most everyone is currently in Glacier's Rest, aside from Zavara, who is out in the wilderness, having stealthed out through the tundra to be able to get a better view of Crownhold and see if anything could be picked up on that hasn't been picked up on by anyone else. But what would people like to do with their afternoon block of time here?
So my notes said find the key in the warehouse, but you just said we'd already got those. I think I remember that from last week anyway, right?
Yes, getting
And
the keys was what you did in the morning.
yeah, and then my only other note is have Thalirian talk to Vid about ways to win the monarchy other than attacking Trollheim. However, obviously that can't happen. I'm not bitter, Mark.
Thalirian
I'm
is
not bitter at all.
Valerian is doing what I love to do when players cannot make session. He is taking a smoke break in the ethereal plane. He will rejoin us as necessary, but for the moment, he's taking some R&R.
Smoking up.
Also, Malric, there, just so you're aware, your mic, I think, was picking up your fan a little bit louder than your own voice.
Wow, it wasn't even facing me. Jeez.
Oh, that sounds phenomenal.
All right, perfect.
I thought he had finally gotten his imitation of a praying mantis down.
So, I was trying. I was actually talking to Bobby the other day about I haven't found the character's voice because I listened to a praying mantis be angry, and every time I try to do it, I don't think you're going to be able to understand me. The voice is great, but the words do not come out right.
Charles, we
Oh,
talked
no.
about this. You know what it sounds like. I
Well,
made a
that's
great impression of a praying mantis for you the other day.
no, you did not.
Yeah, I did.
Alrighty,
Okay,
well.
so yeah, back to not knowing what I want to do with my afternoon block.
Yes.
I remember somebody last week was doing something with religion, some knowledge checks, I think, or something like that, and I had wanted to kind of follow up.
Yeah, I believe there were some
I recall
religion
doing that.
checks being made sort of about like what could be known about Crownhold, and that was what led you to the discovery of it being consecrated, as well as religion checks, just sort of chatting with people about Ordulf being the high priest, what the townsfolk might know about him. That led you to learning about him having Gorham's boon, Um, I'd say there's perhaps some more information that could be learned about Ordulf through religion. However, focusing on Crownhold, there's not much more religious about it. I'd say better checks if you wish to continue looking into that would be things like uh, society, general just diplomacy or intimidation. Uh, I don't believe anyone has dwarven lore, but if you have a mythic feat that would allow you to get a lore skill, I believe it might be We've Met Before or another one of the low level ones typically requires you to interact with people. I would allow that to work here. Uh, Crownhold is a dwarven constructed fortress, so that would be a very applicable
Hmm.
role if you wish to try and learn what tricks and secrets its structure might have.
Okay, well, I guess I'll go first then, and I'll try to follow up on the more uh, Ordolf information through the
Mhm.
religion, and that's a
Sounds
secret
good.
check, right?
Indeed, it is.
That shift or control? I know I'm gonna screw it up.
Control.
Okay.
Okay, very nice. What would other people like to do?
So I am definitely gonna try to continue to gather more information on infiltration, and I want to hit up. I'm gonna disguise myself
Okay,
as one of the guards, just like a newbie on the block, and
interesting. Like a Crownhold guard?
yeah, yeah, like new to the
Sure.
job and trying to find something out, find out more information. And I was almost sure I had a spell in here. I've got so many millions of spells.
Believe the one you would most likely be looking for would be illusory disguise, but you might be thinking of something else as well.
There was something shadow disguise
Oh, hmm.
that I had remembered I had, and of course now I can't find it. But either way, let's keep the story rolling. So I'm gonna go ahead and disguise myself. Uh,
Sure.
and
Uh,
let's
yeah,
see.
I think what I'll do is I'll ask you to start with a blind deception roll here
I got
in
you
order
covered.
to disguise yourself. But then we will do like an actual diplomacy check to do the gather information with a bonus depending on how good your disguise is.
Sounds good. We shall go from there. So deception,
Yes, please.
come up. Blind to gas.
That's me.
And here it comes.
I gotta be honest, it's not a great deception check.
Well,
Uh,
sometimes he's good, sometimes he's bad. Sometimes he just
yeah,
wants to be found to begin with.
you've, I mean, you get a very sort of basic disguise on. The most important part from what you guys were able to see of the person riding the bird yesterday morning was that large symbol of Gorham kind of emblazoned on the armor. So, uh, just kind of putting that on goes a long way to the disguise. Uh, However, I think in this case, uh, perhaps because the townsfolk know that it's not likely for guards to come out of Crownhold, uh, the idea of you being a new one, there would be some questions asked. Nothing that would blow your cover, so to speak, but it would be odd enough that I'm not going to give you any bonus on the gather information roll.
That's fine by me. So the next thing I'm going to do then is to do my diplomacy just to try to talk it up with folks. Say, hey,
Yeah, go
what have you
for it.
seen? And just really lay into the role. Diplomacy.
Okay, fantastic. Um, Vask and Zavara, what would the two of you like to do?
Can I talk to the guard and use like deception, somehow acting like somebody who's not a threat?
Oh yeah, like the guards at Crownhold itself, since you did sneak closer.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Um, yeah, go ahead and give me a blind deception check here, and we'll see how that goes.
Uh, just a quick backtrack. So I do have the scarf, the greater masquerade scarf. So I don't know if that would change or alter anything.
If you were going to, yeah, if you were going to use its casting of illusory disguise on yourself, that gives you
Mhm.
a, I want to say +4 circumstance bonus to deception checks to impersonate, which would have turned your deception check into a success. So I will retroactively then add a
Okay,
+1 circumstance bonus on your diplomacy check.
that works. Yeah, and it is. It's a +4. So
Huzzah!
I knew I had something.
I know
So
these things too much.
on that roll, is it blind to game masters?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Wonderful. Alrighty. And last but not least, Vask.
So it strikes me that I'm a ranger. I do naturey
That you
stuff.
are.
Um, these birds, when they come out,
Mhm.
you said at one point we'll watch one snack an elk.
Yep.
Uh,
Maybe an elf
did
too. Who knows?
maybe an elf too, an elven elk. And did he do that on the solo, or was he? Did he have? Do they come
That
out on
bird
their
was
own?
not being ridden at that point in time. It was coming out on its own.
So, uh, what is the feasibility of seeing if I could potentially lure one of these at the time that we're ready to infiltrate.
Hmm.
So, and that's what I'm trying to do is I want to make the
Get
feasibility
distraction. Yeah.
assessment of being able to lure the animal so that I could use my abilities to command the animal and potentially catch it while it's getting its snack and ride it on the way back.
Gotcha. Interesting.
The
Uh,
smooth
so f-
infiltration point.
yeah. So for starters, I am aware that there was a failed recall knowledge check last session to try and figure out exactly what this creature was. Uh,
Truth.
so there is a lack of information. You know it's a large bird, looks like an owl, but aside from that, you don't know the specifics of it, and thus its intelligence level is hard to determine. Uh,
Respect. Got it.
Go ahead, but I do love the idea. I mean, I think what we could do, maybe trying to draw it away and be able to ride it yourself might be a bit much, but trying to at least draw one of the birds, if not multiple, however many there are, away from Crownhold could certainly be something you could attempt to do here. You could go out and maybe hunt some elk or bison on your own, or at least leave them with maybe like slightly hidden injuries that would make them more appetizing prey as they get separated from their herds. So I think there's definitely things that could be done to lure it away. Trying to then quickly tame and be able to ride it might
Would be
be
a
too
more.
far.
I like the idea of getting them lured away
Yeah.
and potentially reducing um, assets that are available to Crownhold. Um, Now, that said, they're probably a lot more effective outside of Crownhold than inside of Crownhold.
But that might reduce patrols and the like.
Yes.
So,
All right.
all right.
Nature roll.
I think nature, and we'll say this can be public. because I think I'm going to file this under the orchestrating a distraction here.
I do not hate that.
40 is absolutely a success in this case. So, what I think I'm going to do here, I don't have a quick picture for it, but I'm going to give you guys a successful timely distraction made by Vask here to use. That can be used to perhaps distract some of the patrols out in the tundra. Just half a moment, if I could type properly. Alrighty. So I think with that, that would be very, very good. Mechanically, we can say, like, as you guys are approaching or leaving Crownhold at any point, if you would come across or get stopped by anyone patrolling the area, you could potentially use this to cause this bird that's being ridden to get distracted and take the person who might notice or confront you out of the equation. Thus,
I like it.
succeed out of that. Malric, talking to some people, seeing what you can learn about Ordulf still, chatting up with them about sort of his position in the faith and what that grants him. You hear again some more about how he is considered to be favored by Gorham. But I'd say beyond the fact that he has a boon of Gorham, what you would learn is. Uh, hmm. Yeah. Uh, I think you will hear rumor, unable to determine if it is truth or not in this time frame at least, that a few months ago, someone quite skilled came and attempted to assassinate Ordulf uh, at the as sort of a divine proxy themselves, but failed and was killed. And their weapon is a prize of Ordulf's at this point.
And we don't know what kind of weapon it is.
No.
Fun.
Just that rumor has it there was an assassination attempt that had something to do with religion being behind the reasoning of it.
Ooh.
Lucian, going and seeing what else you can learn about Crownhold, just kind of generally talking to people. At this point, I think you might find your way over to the smithy that's called Massive Arms here in Glacier's Rest. And there's a human there called Thol the Thrice Burned who kind of runs the shop, but he has supplied a heavy amount of weapons and armor to Crownhold before. So chatting with him, you know, from what I heard, Crownhold itself was built a couple thousand years ago, back when they were doing whatever it was. I don't know. They were crawling their way up from the depths of the earth to the surface, whatever they called that event. But they ended up abandoning this outpost themselves. So it's, been changing occupants ever since. I myself have been there once or twice in the past, more so as a visitor than actually occupying the place. But it's dwarven make, and not to put any stereotypes out there, but those dwarven fellows, when they're building constructions like that, large defensive structures, they tend to have some hidden nooks and secret walls and the like, meant to hide themselves if people get in and launch an ambush from behind. So don't know where any of them are, but I think I saw some signs of them. Look for where the mortar looks a bit thicker than normal. It's typically meant to disguise secret hinges and the like.
Them dwarves, they be a crafty bunch, that's for sure.
That is true indeed. Not as crafty as I am, but crafty.
Well, I mean, you did figure out that what they look like, so.
Well, I mean,
I'm sure they
he
didn't
says
want
I
that
mean, and then kind of
information.
looks around for what do I mean? Anyway,
Buy him a drink.
oh, much obliged. Anything you were looking to get crafted while you were here? I'm quite proud of my implements of war, but sculptures from scrap metal. If you need new horseshoes or the like, I'm more than capable with that.
I will most definitely keep that in mind.
Sorry, give me one moment. I'm trying to write these things up for you guys so we can all sort of remember these bonuses you guys are preparing and gaining. All right. This sort of information could, of course, be very beneficial if you guys need to hide yourselves from patrols. Could also be very useful if you need to hide bodies at any point.
Bodies are always a good place thing.
So, very, very beneficial indeed. Savara, after sneaking your way out past some patrols in the tundra, making your way closer to Crownhold itself, and unlike the others who just kind of stood at a distance and watched for a while, you daringly sort of step forward towards the structure in order to do some questioning. As you approach this pretty stocky stone fortress, um, you can see it's maybe about 3 floors tall. The second and third floor is set a bit further back into the mountain itself, creating these open balconies as well. It's the top of the third floor where the large birds were perched. But as you approach, you also see on the second floor there are large, what look a bit like balustrae pointing it out over the tundra, and a few people sort of leaning on the parapet out, watching the wilderness, most of them fully armored themselves. Uh, One of them eyes widens as they look at you, and they stand up, punch one of their nearby fellows in the shoulder, and point to you. Hey, who are you?
Can't hear you.
Not you, Yusufara.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
The
Oh,
last
there
thing
you
I
go.
heard was we can't hear you. Or like, who are you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're good.
Okay. So oh God, I suck at role play, but I'm whatever I am
Yeah,
supposed to be.
okay. Um, if you would like, we can simply just boil down to what your role turned out to be, rather than doing any deep role play about it, if you would prefer.
Yeah.
All right.
So you
Then
want
with
deception?
you already gave me a deception check
Oh, okay.
phenomenally. I tend to like to get rolls before doing the role play when possible, because then I can directly tailor the conversation to how the roll turned out rather than needing
Okay.
to pause mid conversation for a roll. I tend to find that is a fun way to do it. But in this case, brief conversation with the guards. You do manage to uh, kind of not completely uh, bypass their suspicions. They're definitely suspicious of a lone individual approaching, but through some probing conversation with them, you do learn that they are expecting repairmen to come at some point soon. They were kind of expecting them with this merchant caravan. So uh, one of them mentions how they're, when we get the supplies delivered to us, that's when we were expecting the, repairmen to show up. Furnace has been acting up a little bit recently, but I mean, if you're here early, then by all means.
Yes, lucky you. I'm here early and ready to fix your furnace.
Look at that. She role played. Woohoo.
I'm so proud of
Woohoo.
you. Now let
Woo.
me ask you, Savara, would you like to try and enter Crownhold as you are on your own right now, or just know that this is potentially a way to bypass guards at the entrance and get in when you're with the whole group?
Yeah, no, I'd rather wait for the rest of my team. I can't
Okay,
fix a furnace
yeah.
alone.
Ah,
Fantastic.
come on, show some courage. Go chicken crazy. Just get all up in there and
No,
we wish
Zavara's
we
making the
wish you
smart
skill.
decision right now.
Yeah.
Zavara comes back and says, I'm done. He's dead.
They're
Zavara's
all
That's
dead.
fun.
um, you give them a little spiel about, my team's back at Glacier's Rest still. I was just coming out to do a little bit of surveying, make sure you guys knew we were coming and the like, but we'll be back soon. And the guards, definitely slightly suspicious, but not enough that they do anything to stop you. And you're able to go back, meet up with the rest of the group without any real issue there.
Perfect.
Phenomenal, and that sort of brings you all to evening as the sun is setting at this point. Most of the merchants at this point have fully packed up their wares post dinner, sort of getting themselves ready. That it appears they're all getting ready to head out come dawn and resume their journey. Some of the merchants themselves would kind of uh, come up to you guys over dinner at some point. So, you all heading out with the rest of us tomorrow? We're heading east towards Irison, considering our closeness to the border here. So, specifically, I think Turvik's next destination for us. Uh, didn't see you travel with us. Figure you're latecomers, but wasn't sure if you're planning going straight to Turvik or heading elsewhere yourselves.
Oh,
He
we're
might
totally
be.
we're
Go ahead.
totally going with you. He just doesn't know that we're going to have a wagon problem in the morning.
Malric, what were you going to say there?
Oh, I said it. It was Lucian that I
Oh,
talked over.
sorry,
Yeah.
Lucian got.
No,
Lucian, what
he
were you going
covered
to say?
it. But as Malric speaks up, says, yeah, that's what he said.
Okay. All right. Well, we're heading out probably pre-dawn sun, so get some rest. See you all in the morning. And hope you made some good profit while you were here.
I think we did. I didn't count.
He looks at you very shrewdly for a moment. You didn't count your earnings?
I mean,
Yeah,
I
like
didn't
silver.
No,
count.
that's not safe. What if someone's skimming off the top? You got to know each and every copper you're earning.
Oh, that's a
That's how
good
you
point.
overcharge.
Are you skimming off the top, Lucian?
No, but I overcharged for everything.
Oh, that's the opposite of skimming off the top, isn't it?
The merchant looks at you, Lucian, as you confidently say you overcharged for everything. I knew I liked you. That's a good perspective and business mind to have. Always charge more than people want to pay and get away with as much as you can.
Exactly. Plus, you cover any potential loss.
Exactly. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go recount, make sure no one's skimming off my top. Sort of excuses himself. He's got a drink in hand.
As he turns around and says, "We only took 5%. Don't worry."
Oh, oh. Newcomers to the trade, is it? Well, you'll get the hang of it eventually. Best of luck. Goes back to his table and sits down. Probably his traveling companions, and they drink. Is there anything further you guys would like to do here, sort of in the evening, as everyone is winding down? There's not really time to do any major preparatory work right now, but if you guys had individual things you'd like to do or small things as a group, you're more than welcome to take that time to do so.
The only thing I'd like to know about is uh, when we learn about the fact that a weapon was taken and is a trophy. Want to try to see if we can find out if he has a trophy room.
Hmm. Um, I'd say you could certainly ask around about that right now.
Okay.
In general, we'll call this an open diplomacy check. Why not?
Okay.
DC is going to be a bit higher because this would be sort of like full information gathering, and this is more coming from just casual conversation here.
Here
with
it
people.
comes. Yeah, low.
27's not great. Uh,
Okay, I'm
think,
getting all the low rolls out now.
yeah,
Good
that's
job,
a good
Bob.
thing. I think on a 27, from what you gather from merchants' telltales here, and kind of just in the inn with people drinking and celebrating, spending the coin they had just earned over the last few days of travel, and not travel, sorry, last few days of business before travel. I can't word. There's people say he has a trophy room. People say he has a massive altar to Gorham set up where he breaks the weapons of his foes upon them in reverence to his deity. The simplest response, and perhaps the most likely, though, is that a crownhold, it's dwarven make. It was meant as a fortress. It's got a vault. So, odds are any valuable trophies the blade caller's taken are hiding in the vault rather than on display anywhere. Keep them for use for whoever needs them.
Thanks for that bit. I was just hoping he had him on display. Good stuff to see while out here.
I wouldn't keep powerful weapons on display myself. I mean, what if someone's visiting decides to take it off the wall and try and stab me with it? Sure, they're probably not particularly good with it and won't be more than a little kerfuffle, but I wouldn't want to deal with the risk in the first place. They might damage the blade.
Who would want to cross Ordolf?
I mean, whoever this supposed assassin was, it seems.
Didn't make it, did he? Lesson learned.
You know, if you can still learn lessons once you're dead, that's news to me.
Well, cross over to the other side. Plus, there's other folks that can learn lessons like don't do it or you end up like him.
That's true.
Well, you can definitely learn how Pharasma judges you, for sure.
Yeah, that's very true. Very
I'm not
true.
looking forward to when I get judged in the boneyard. Let me tell you. I haven't sold my soul to a devil before, but I have been tempted to make some nasty contracts.
Makes you feel close.
Sorry, real quick. Testing. Can someone say something?
No, I cannot.
Test.
Thank you. My head caught the headrest of my chair and just managed to toggle my headset off.
Ha!
Good
How
At
job.
least your head didn't fall off.
You know what? That's fair. Headset's back on and working now. Fantastic. How did that happen? What the heck? Anyways. Anything else people would like to do here? Conversations, preparations.
I will say, probably a good time for us to regroup and
Mhm.
share some of our insights and talk about what we'd like to maybe target.
Yeah,
This
absolutely.
And how we want to get in.
I will
Wait.
say the weapon of this assassin. If it was of value to the assassin, perhaps it would be of value to us. It was at least enough of a threat that Ordolf would choose to keep it out of the hands of others by placing it in his vault.
Or maybe it's just a keepsake, like a picture of somebody or something. It obviously didn't get the job done, so I say we just kill him and then take his weapon, and I think that'll be a good one.
Not to mention, don't forget his holy symbol or whatever he carries on him. That's our prize. That's what they want. Now, weapons, not much use for it for me. Maybe Zavara,
Can I
maybe
use
you,
it?
Vosk, but I don't need of weapons. I have my book.
Yeah, I think I have a pretty good weapon.
I would say you tricked those guards pretty well.
I did. They think we're furnace fixers, so let's do that. Let's be furnace fixers. I don't need another weapon.
Just make sure you don't say that we're here to fix the hot water heater. That's a dead giveaway that we're dumb and we don't know how to do it.
Smart advice.
I only fix cold water heaters.
Right, exactly. Yes, because if you're heating the hot water, you're not doing it right.
Very well. We have the option then also of using their, or at least distracting their birds from them on patrol. Know that we have that.
Yeah, I kind of figured out I heard while hanging out at the pub that this is a dwarven built, and apparently the dwarves like to build exits. So who knows what we might find in there?
I knew the dwarves were good at building things for some reason.
Is it just exits, or do the dwarves also build in additional
Entrances?
passageways, hidden locations within their building that we could use to our needs?
Based on what the gentleman was speaking to me about, he didn't quite know how to find them, but they were generally used as a way out if they were overwhelmed. But any way out is also a way in. Is however your perspective is.
Agreed.
But I am definitely all for impersonating our way in. It gets us in the door, and who knows, we might be able to find out more information on the way in. We still don't know exactly where he's at.
Truth. Then what do we need to prepare ourselves to be repair persons?
I think a hammer fixes everything.
Ha! It is dwarven built. Well, I for myself can disguise myself.
By yourself?
With himself.
Yes. That's the best way to disguise. I am unsure if each of you has a means by which you can disguise yourselves.
Uh, I do believe, Lucian, your walking stick, your staff, has illusory disguise at a 4th rank in
I
it,
believe so.
which you won't be able to do frequently, but that does allow you to cast it on up to 10 creatures.
Woo!
So that would be an hour at the very least where you could guarantee everyone has a disguise.
Well, I think we all have the scarf at least at the base level, which is an hour minimum. But I have a greater. Lucian has a greater. I know Zavara has a regular. Well, I suppose I don't know what the ranger has.
I thought I had picked up the scarf.
Didn't we all have scarves?
I had intended to.
We can say you got one. Were you planning on getting the regular or the greater Vask? Do you know?
Likely the greater, because I don't spend
Fair,
on much else.
fair enough. I
So
got
I
you.
would recommend that we start off with the spell to get our way in, and then that way each of you can activate your own scarves if needed, and I don't have to spend the time casting ahead of time in the middle of a situation.
Agreed.
That way we have the first hour covered, and then we can go from there.
Righty. Then I think at this point, any other last things people would like to do before heading off to sleep for the night?
Other than casting the alarm spell in the room to
Yeah.
make sure. Yeah.
General nightly protections.
Naked yoga.
You do you.
Uh, an assassin thing.
Sure. Who am I to judge and question? Alrighty then. Uh, Everyone may go ahead, take a long rest here. And also, if you guys are planning to act here in the morning as people are, the merchants themselves are all sort of getting ready to leave, you guys could either blend in and then slip away or even slip away before them. But if you are planning on casting any sort of buffing spells or the like, now would probably be a good time to cast day-long ones that have shorter durations, even 8-hour durations. That is fully up to you on when you would like to cast those.
I do want to prepare a war mask.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know if it's the dawning of it that happens late stage, but at least get the preparation of it um, done.
Yeah, I actually think the war mask specifically from the orc war mask is more so face paint than an actual physical mask. Uh, but that's the sort of thing that would be hidden by disguise anyways. So you could
Totally.
absolutely do it, have it ready to go, and then the disguise will help keep it hidden. But as morning arrives, it is up to us to, or up to you guys, I suppose, on how you would like to go about this.
I believe we concurred on going into um, make repairs. Then the next step needs to be trying to identify where he would be located, or for that matter, identifying best thing to do on the way in is figure out our way out. Always a good idea to know our ways out um, early on.
Sure. Oh, looking at things timeline wise, maybe about an hour and a half, a bit longer. I actually say if the goal is to sneak across the tundra and avoid getting spotted by any patrols in general, that'd be looking at about 2.5 hours of travel time to do that. So,
They sort of expect
anything,
us by now, though, right? I mean,
uh,
ish.
perhaps the people on the wall do, uh, but there are
Oh,
still
got it.
patrols, so you can
Oh, we
absolutely
definitely need
walk
to
along
beat them.
confidently.
We have to
I'm
beat
sorry?
the real guys.
Yeah. I'd say if you decide to walk along the road confidently, you'll just have to be prepared to be stopped and questioned more. So I guess that becomes a question of do you prefer stealth or deception for charming your way in?
I personally prefer stealth.
Stealth,
Though I guess
stealth.
everybody would have to succeed at stealth, right? Only one person would necessarily have to succeed at deception.
When it comes to approaching the fortress, I am going to limit it to just one person rolling rather than everyone rolling. But I'll do it as one person rolling and anyone can aid if they would like to.
I've got 26 on stealth, so that's a no-brainer for me. I'd rather go in sneaky. Sneaking.
Sneaky, sneaky. Alrighty. Then I suppose as we go to begin crossing the wilderness here, the vast tundra, um, as you are able to notice both the occasional large ridden bird in the sky, as well as what appear to be people moving in pairs, riding atop large, multi legged bears.
Ooh,
Kind of both from the sky and the land watching around. So I'm going to ask one person here to make a stealth check. This can be public. And, well, I suppose first and foremost, we're kind of moving into the next phase of infiltration here, which is going to be a bit different from normal infiltrations in that we will do normal map movement and exploration as well. but with the sort of typical complications and opportunities that will show up during a encounter of infiltration. So those bonuses you guys have in the party stash, the timely distractions, the hidden compartment discovered, all of those can be used when these complications occur or the like to turn a failed roll into a success. The way I normally run mythic infiltrations, though, is you can absolutely use a mythic point to re-roll still. However, doing so will still raise awareness a little bit, since mythic power isn't really subtle. There is a bit of a manifestation when it gets used. So it may turn failed rolls into successes by using them, but it'll still raise some awareness as to the fact that y'all are doing things.
All right. Well,
A ripple in the force.
I suppose I should probably be the one to make the stealth check.
Sure.
Everybody wants to drag that illusionary disguise onto your character.
I may recommend saving it a little bit, Lucian, if you would like,
Okay.
simply because crossing the tundra will take a couple hours.
Oh,
here.
okay. We're not quite there. That's fine.
Yeah, I'll tell you when we get there.
That'll work.
Oh, speaking of which, I want to cast my 8-hour spells about 30 minutes before we get to the area. So just
Sounds
throwing it
good.
out
I
there.
will let you know when I've got the clock at that point.
And I
one
have
last
a
thing I'll
quick
say.
question
Oh,
about.
yes.
So I have a wand with tailwind on it, and for some reason,
Yep.
it's not letting me use it.
Very goofy.
It says that I need the trick magic, even though I am I can cast it. I just don't have it memorized.
You probably did it ask you for a like which type, occultism or religion or whatever?
Tailwind is normally only arcane or
Occultism, yeah.
primal, and you
Oh,
are
is it?
an
Oh.
caster normally. I'm going to allow it without trick magic item because of how I like to make wands and scrolls available to people without that feat typically. You've got a very high occultism skill, Lucian, as well as expert in arcana. That'd be plenty to cast a second rank spell. If it doesn't want to let you cast it, realistically, just drag the tailwind effect onto your token anyways, and you can set the uses of the wand to 0.
Got it. Okay,
Little
and I'll
bit
do the
goofy.
same thing when we get as close as possible.
Sounds good. I will let you know. Last little thing, that Red Mantis assassination action I put on everyone's exploration tab of your character sheets. That is not a normal exploration action like searching or avoiding notice is, but is something you guys could absolutely do in response to complications. So, like if someone witnesses your guys' actions, if you come across a patrol, you could, instead of trying to overcome that complication normally, choose to perform an assassination like this. So that is an option you guys will have. And I'll mention that again when we say get to one of those moments, so you guys are aware that that is an option to do.
Cool.
Malric, with the stealth check here, though, I was going to ask as well, did anyone want to aid this check with their own stealth check? Slightly higher than normal aid DC. We're going to set it as DC 20 aid, but you can certainly do so.
Okay.
And
Do you need it private again?
Nope, you guys can just roll public stealth here. Normally there's a way to aid preemptively, but Malric's already rolled, so. Well, hot dog.
There you go.
Well, I guess you should have rolled stealth, huh?
Fantastic. Being master, Lucian, that gives a +3 circumstance bonus to Malric's roll here, which is important because that raises it from a success exactly to a critical success.
Yes.
Epic.
So
you're so critical, Malric.
Oh no, Charles is critical. Malric is just. Robin can back me up on this.
No backups allowed. Alrighty. You guys make your way across the tundra here in the early morning. You notice multiple of those patrols. You even see what appear to be a few campsites off in the distance. It seems perhaps a number of these patrols don't rest at Crownhold itself, but instead camp out in the wilderness in the surrounding area. But between the multiple trips you guys took to Crownhold over the last 2 days and your innate capabilities at stealth, you very easily bypass everything coming your way, bringing us to roughly about 10 in the morning here, which will put us about 2 hours into our journey, about half an hour away from your expected arrival at
All
Crownhold.
right.
For those of you who would like to cast any spells at this point.
Let me bring it up again. It's where everybody will need to drag this on. If you scroll up a little bit, you'll see the spell effect illusionary disguise. Go ahead and drag that onto yourselves.
And then everybody can drag that thermal remedy. We're gonna take a 10-minute break to drink some hot cocoa. I already have fire resistance,
Fantastic.
right?
Savara, it's where it says like spell
I'm-
effect thermal remedy and spell effect illusory disguise. You just drag it onto your token and it'll apply it to you.
Yeah, I'm just struggling with getting it in the right.
Uh-oh.
Also, I think you have fire resistance already, so take the hit points and disease. Guess I don't have fire resistance. Check my items. Make sure. Magic item.
There
And
you
then I
go.
think Vosk, I think I still own Vosk. You may need to transfer Vosk to Pat.
Ask should own himself, but I believe you do as well.
Yeah, he wants to own himself.
Yeah, I'll get rid of your ownership.
You are no longer my slave.
Lucian returns to
Minion.
just being an observer.
And then make sure you drag those effects over on yourself once you own it. You just drag it and drop it on top of your token.
I think I did that, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I think
you
I
want
see
to
him
grab
on
the
you.
thermal remedy effect as well, Savara.
Where did Zavara go? You moved. You're no
Savara
longer
Yeah, because
walked
I
away from
didn't
you.
drag on there.
Savara's
Okay. Oh, there you
absolutely
are.
done with you.
I was gonna say you're no longer a part of us. You just separated yourself.
So see the unseen is for everyone as well.
No,
Oh,
sadly.
let's see.
He hasn't
I-
showed
Just
it.
Malric.
So let's see. Thermal remedy, and where's the other one? I didn't see it.
Above
Oh,
thermal
illusory.
remedy.
Got it.
Yep. All right. The thermal remedy was cast at 4th rank, correct? So it should have
Yes.
a 2-hour duration.
I hope so. Yeah.
The spell effect is doing it as 1 hour. So let me edit that real
Yep.
quick for everyone.
68.
Very goofy. Thank you, Foundry, for existing the way you do. Alrighty. Then, as you guys sort of hidden in a little drift of snow in order to finish your preparations, the disguise from Lucian beginning to take effect while Malric provides a nice little herbal draft for everyone, making himself more than capable of seeing into the darkness. And everyone else preparing themselves for this infiltration.
Yeah, I'm gonna
and
look
this
like a
one-
dwarf, a very tall dwarf. Not a very tall dwarf, but tall for a dwarf that shows too much butt crack.
A dwarf with gigantism? Fantastic.
With too much butt crack.
All right, then.
You know, like every plumber.
That is the important part of the disguise, yes.
Yes, it is. Because everybody pays attention to the crack.
Don't know what to do with this information. Another 30 minutes or so pass. Oh, see, the unseen didn't do the correct duration on you, Malik. I got you real quick. Just gonna re up the duration at 8 hours. The last half hour won't really matter. All right. All right. As the last of the distance passes, Crownhold coming into view before you all, you begin to cover the last couple 100 feet of just open tundra up towards a very sort of squat, stocky-looking stone fortress. You see on the ground level, there are 2 sets of large double doors. There's also a further set of double doors up on the second level. Each of these doors themselves reinforced with iron bands. And in the middle of the ground floor, the wall is very clearly adorned with arrow slits that you don't see any light coming out of, so very likely shuttered to prevent the cold and snow from coming in. It's a bit of a cloudy day overhead. Not quite enough that it looks like it's going to storm anytime soon, but definitely limiting the amount of natural sunlight. Similarly, up on that second floor to what Zavara and others have already seen, those 2 large, they're not specifically ballistae, they are springolds, but ballistae for simplicity's sake. Because I don't actually know how to describe what a springold looks like. It hurts my head to look at a picture of one. The pre-ballistae, why not? I don't know. Did not mean to move Vask. I'm sorry.
Why?
Vask is being picked up and removed.
Again? No.
Yes.
Well, I guess he failed that check with the birds, huh?
He
He
already
got
got
It's
it.
like, good news. The birds really, really, really like you. Really.
See what appear to be 2 different trios of guards, one each manning the different springolds. Unlike what Zavara saw yesterday, where they were sort of a bit more open and relaxed, now they are on alert. You see some of them patrolling, some kind of watching the wilderness. As you guys approach, you actually reach a point where you're close enough to the doors now that you could potentially slip up to them and maybe even enter them without the people up top noticing. That's how well you've done. But you could certainly choose to announce yourself as well.
I think we should just keep sneaking.
I agree.
We probably need to have somebody show us in the direction of where we're supposed to be going.
I have a scouting eye spell for that. Let's just get in.
Let's go.
All right. Then, of the 2 pairs of doors, one on the left, one on the right, we'll say west and east, which one would you guys like to approach?
Which one is to the right? Because you can never go wrong if you always go right.
That would be the east.
East seems like the right answer then.
Not hearing any words to the contrary, so
Sounds good.
in that case, I'm going to bring us all to a new map.
He's like, in
and
that
as
case, this was really a short mission. You're dead. You're all gone.
pit of
curse-
spikes
the curse
opens
survives.
beneath you all. while the map is hopefully loading for everyone here, I would like to ask what specific exploration actions people would like to be taking. So things like avoid notice, searching, casting detect magic, and the like.
Avoid notice.
Oh, fair
Avoid
enough.
notice. So we were set up to all avoid notice with Delirian having the automatic trap finding thing, but without that, I don't know. Does anybody have
I was
Scout
going to say
and/or trap
Scout
finder?
might not. I can take the hit on one of those because I think we're going to need that. I think everybody on the same roll is probably not a good call on this one.
Well, so the same role, because avoid notice is for us to sneak around without getting detected. So if you scout, then you're just walking out there for everybody to see you, unless you have. Because I thought you might have had the scout dedication, which would let you scout and avoid notice at the same time.
It
Aha.
does have the scout dedication.
Yep. So, Vask, since you are a scout, you can scout and avoid notice simultaneously.
Sweet.
And if you
Dual
also happen to
skill.
have the trap finder feat, then you could search when it matters that we search, and scout and avoid notice. That'd be fun. But I don't know.
Checking.
I
That's
don't
what
think he
Mark
has
was for.
Yeah, I don't think he has trap finder.
If anyone has those sorts of feats like Trap Finder, I think there are some that allow you to sort of constantly cast Detect Magic or the like. Those are the sorts of things I will need you to remind me of. Your character sheets have too many abilities for me to memorize.
Very much so.
My character
So
sheet
any
has
sort
too
of
many
ability.
abilities for me to memorize.
Exactly. You understand my problem. Any of those sorts of abilities that kind of happen passively, I will need you to remind me at least the first few times before I start to remember. But if everyone here is avoiding notice with Vask scouting as well, this will be when I ask everyone to go ahead and give me a blind stealth check. And I suppose because the map is showing snowfall, snow begins to fall. Why not?
Why not?
Not
I
not
mean,
a
it's another
rough
form of
snowfall.
precipitation, Charles.
Yeah.
Another form of precipitation.
Right? Yeah, it's kind of our thing. At least we
Lucia, I
have that
need to knock
environmental
off of those
resistance on.
rolls. Please and thank you. Alrighty. Most of you guys begin moving forward pretty darn quickly, as well as quietly. I'd say Vask, being the one scouting and also having sort of the highest, just sort of general passive perception in the group, so to speak. It does seem like while everyone is doing a pretty good job, Savara is the weakest link when it comes to hiding and going unnoticed. You are able to keep track of Savara's presence. Effectively, my way of saying Savara rolled lower than your perception DC.
Actually, now that I think about it,
Got it.
we're all master at stealth. Wouldn't
Mhm.
follow the expert just be a flat boon? I think it would be, right?
If everyone is planning on stealthing, then yes, you could follow the expert because it would give you a +3 circumstance bonus to the roll.
Right, so everybody should just follow me since I have the highest modifier. I suppose it's
Well,
technically the way we should do our exploration activities.
if we were kind of munchkining this, Vask would need to be the one to specifically avoid notice because the wording on the scout dedication is you can scout and avoid notice simultaneously.
Even better. I get a +3.
So
Nice.
if everyone is
So
scouting or stealthing, that's a good way to do it. Is everyone can just kind of follow Vask's lead.
Then
With
that is what
that.
we do, since he's also the one that saw what was going on too.
Yeah, is there also an opportunity then to assist Zavara
Mm,
or help
not really.
conceal?
That is more just my way of letting you guys know kind of where you stand on the rolls. But if we're
Gotcha.
retroactively applying that +3, you don't keep track of Savara, so ignore
Ah.
everything I said.
That works.
Yeah. Me describing you guys keeping track of one another is more just a way to say, hey, so you guys have an idea that perhaps one of you did not roll particularly well, if that'll change how you want to approach things.
Got
But the
it.
dice will have already been cast at that point. That is just this is something you guys are trained enough to have that info. But you guys have sort of stealthily approached the eastern door of Crownhold at this point. Large iron banded double doors here. People sort of walking around up top, keeping an eye on things, but themselves having not noticed you. Snowfall kind of dampening sound a little bit, making it much easier for you to traverse stealthily. But now you stand before the front doors and you guys are free to move about and explore as you choose.
Right? Does anybody want to check the doors?
Well,
Hmm.
excuse me, point of order. We are following Vask, so Vask gets to make all the
Yes.
decisions.
That would be me.
That's how you guys want to do it. You are welcome to do so.
So, sorry, I have to get my character sheet out of the way so I can see. All right. Let's start off then by easing up to a door.
Yep. As
And
far
I
as
guess
Mhm.
thievery for checking for traps.
If you're just checking here, normally that'd kind of be perception. It's a little awkward because you don't have anyone actively searching here. I'm going to say in this case, I'm not going to force the roll as of yet. Uh, it's pretty easy to notice there's no real traps on this door, but the door is locked.
Uh-huh.
So this would be an opportunity. You guys could certainly try and force the door open, pick it, but that crown hold key, the basic key that was picked up by Malric back in Glacier's Rest, can be used on any one locked door in crown hold. You guys get to choose what door it'll unlock. So
Oh boy.
you could choose it unlocks the front doors. You could choose it unlocks some other door you come across inside. That's up to you.
Yeah, let's wait till we fail one and then use the key to unlock it.
Yeah.
Technically, I have the highest thievery, given that we're down to 4. But
I,
Vask is only
I bump out
one.
of the way.
Okay.
I bump out of the way.
I don't want to hog all the rolls just because I
Scooch
have all the
booch.
best ones, but
In
Yeah.
my work environment, I have many team members, and some of them have more talent than me.
You may absolutely go ahead and attempt to pick a lock here. Picking a lock is by no means hidden. It is just a public roll.
but I wanna.
Well, you know what? I appreciate that, but I'm going to give you the benefit here of being able to see it. A 38 here. Just want to check my wording here.
Better
A
be good
38
enough because
is
that's a
enough to succeed.
17.
I'm not going to force you guys to make multiple checks to pick the lock unless you are actively in combat trying to pick a lock. Outside of that, I tend to keep it to just one roll being necessary because otherwise sitting here and rolling until you get 4 successes is really fucking boring.
Mm,
So, with a little bit of effort with your tools, it does not take long before you hear the satisfying click of the lock. And the doors will no longer stop you.
All right, let's. I guess we click to open. Oh, look
Yep.
at that! That's fancy.
Yeah, those door icons, you can click on them to open them or close them and to be able to move. And as a reminder, you can move your tokens either dragging them with your mouse or with the WASD keys. So
Okay.
as you,
Enter the room and position myself to get a good scan. So
yeah,
enter, get out of the way so another person can enter.
push the door open, step inside. It's a pretty small room, though it is actually quite warm as you enter. Uh, you see what appears to be a couple copper tubes running along the wall near the ceiling that the heat seems to be radiating from. There's also a green crystal set up in the wall off to the side with what appears to be a little shutter overhead that could be pulled down, but this crystal is radiating light, keeping the place pretty well lit. There's a few boxes off to the side, large crates. There's a door that heads further north in, but otherwise appears empty. However, as you step into this room, sort of slinking, your padded boots designed to soften the sound of your footsteps on hard stone, all of you immediately feel a weight settling over your shoulders, as if sort of a heavy gaze falls upon you. Just this feeling, this omnipresent, feels like you're being watched and judged. This, of course, being that consecrate effect here in Crown Hold that will debuff you so long as you are actively infiltrating.
I was gonna ask if it felt like a -1 to all of my everythings.
Yep. Yeah, specifically a status penalty, in case you were wondering.
Ooh.
So far, you
I'm all
don't
like, bruh,
see
don't judge
anyone
me.
else.
So I have this scouting eye. I'm not sure when the
Yep.
best time to use it is because it can't get through all the closed doors, I don't think. So,
Yes. It typically cannot get through doors, and it only lasts up to 10 minutes, which is typically the amount of time needed to do a thorough search of one room.
oh wow.
So,
So I
yes,
don't know
most of
that
the time we break down search activities into 10-minute blocks.
I don't know that I'd care too much to thoroughly search a room. I just kind
Yeah.
of want to get a count of the people in a room and then keep going.
Then that would be entirely up to you when you want to use it.
Yeah. Well, I was kind of
But
putting that
you
out
are
there.
correct that you can't really set it through doors.
Yeah, I was kind of throwing it out there to the party so that I don't have to carry this weight on my shoulders on my own about when to use it, you know?
Well, we've
Fair
already
enough.
got so much. We've already got this weight already.
Oh, right. It just got put on us as soon as we stepped in this room, huh? So,
Exactly. Yes.
so I shouldn't have to carry a second weight all on my own. It might be enough to crumble me. Now I'm thinking about apple crumble. All right. Well, as soon as Zavara figures out how to add the follow the expert effect to her, so she can come in the room, I guess we could carry on, huh? Or do we want to search all these crates just for loot?
Does it hurt to look at what we leave behind?
It is entirely up to you guys if you'd like to spend time looking through the crates.
It'd
I'd say,
hurt if
like,
it'd hurt
go
if they
ahead.
said an explosion in that box there,
It
and we
would.
don't find it,
The
wouldn't it?
Yeah. If you just wanted to open them and take a quick peek, that wouldn't really take any time. But if you wanted to actually like take some time to make sure these boxes won't explode on touch and thoroughly go through them all, that is something that would take time. So it's very much how you want to do it.
Quick look wouldn't hurt.
I have to admit, I'm mildly curious about the copper tubing and where the copper tubing goes.
Yeah.
If that would be something that um, could assist us, because that um, there's heat coming from there. Uh,
Mhm.
it's something that makes it to every room. Uh, yeah, there's bound to be something. Good grace, it'd be nice if there was a way to put some type of explosive in there, but I don't know that we have explosive.
Unfortunately, no one took the demolitionist archetype.
Ah,
for once in one of my campaigns.
That would have been the bomb.
You shut up.
Ugh.
Take that.
Uh,
All right, so you guys are looking at crates or what?
yeah. If you guys want, pull off like the lid of some of the crates here, take a quick look in. They look for the most part to be pretty fresh shipments of like warm winter clothing. Uh, perhaps a bit relatively look like they're designed to be tight fit. Maybe what would go underneath armor to help keep individuals warm while they are out in the cold wearing heavy armor. Uh, like fresh shipment, perhaps, or at least supplies that have yet to be unpacked.
Nothing much of interest here. So let's see what is further on.
Yeah.
Oh,
Door does not appear to be locked or trapped in any way, Vask. As
you'd put
you
my healer's gloves on here.
approach, push it open, you look into pretty almost standard looking barracks, you would call them. Um, it's large, but already feels a bit cramped. There's multiple three-tiered bunks filling most of the area.
There we go.
You do see like built-in padlocked drawers underneath each of them as well, ladders that lead up to the upper bunks, as well as some pretty compact weapon and armor racks set near them as well. There is a large set of stairs leading underground, as well as a pair of heavy looking stone doors to the west. A couple more of those light emitting crystals set up in the wall, as well as some of that copper tubing that is keeping this entire room warm.
Real quick, how do I switch between characters? Like icons. Oops.
Uh,
Because
like
once I
yourself
move,
and Blight.
yeah. Yeah, because like when
That's
I
the neat part. You don't. The simplest way to do it would be like have Blight on top of your token, and if you like do a click, like selection box, click and drag, you can select both tokens simultaneously.
yeah, I've seen that. How do
And
I
that way
put
when
them
you
on the
move, they
same
move them
square
both.
together?
You just move Blight onto your token. I had put Blight up here onto you. Sorry.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah,
was looking for him. I lost Blight.
I moved too quickly for you.
There he is.
Yep, it's that is the simplest way to do it, is just kind of keep him with you and move both simultaneously. Otherwise, if you move them into separate rooms,
You can't
I
find the
think if
other
you
one.
I think if you unselect your token, you should be able to see him, but that can
Oh,
get a little
okay.
funky sometimes.
I'll try that, but I like this better. He's
Yeah, fair.
technically on my shoulder anyway, so
There you go. Matching the artwork properly.
yes.
We really want move them like yeah, perfect.
We were thinking the same.
We're so smart.
I feel as if this Ordulf would want to survey the lands that he intends to take. I do not believe he would go underground.
Oh,
What say you?
Can-
The richest people always stay in the penthouse. Yeah, let's do it.
uh, Vask, can you go ahead and give me a perception check real quick?
I was totally targeting a natural 20 there, by the way.
Yeah, I get it. As sort of everyone is taking a brief look around the room, there are a number of drawers under these beds. certainly might be things to find in there, but that would take quite a while to go through everything if you actively wish to do so. As you sort of approach these large stone doors here, kind of standing by it, not even needing to put your ear up against it, you hear shouting and the clashing of metal from beyond it.
So while we were talking about searching under the beds and stuff, let me remind you that from the moment we stepped in here, we had an hour and a half on that thermal remedy. So maybe not searching too much. We're assassins, not Pathfinder agents.
Mm-hmm. We have a target.
No, we're totally Starfinder. Just wrong setting.
Look, at least Starfinder agents are more respected than Pathfinder agents. Pathfinder agents, there's nothing good about them.
So, just out of listening for a moment, I put a hand up to halt everyone, and just kind of point to the door. But does the clash sound like folks training?
I'd say definitely sounds more like training than chaos.
Maybe we shouldn't go in.
All right. That
I should
I was just
also
about to say that.
ask, are you guys closing doors behind you, or are you leaving them open as you pass?
I had planned to close them, yes.
Okay, perfect. Just wanted to make sure.
That way it's harder and takes longer for us to escape.
Exactly. Good, you're getting it.
We're gonna find a secret passage out anyway, and then catch the bird.
Everyone hops on a bird. It's like escaping from Mordor, but
Well, yeah, or we can just
the
use the
opposite,
scroll of
everything's frozen.
fly I have.
So,
that too.
again, pointing to the door, they're trading in the other room. We should perhaps choose another path.
The
Perhaps get
only
down.
thing I see is a stairway down, and I think we concluded that he probably wouldn't be underground. Now, of course, that could be also the location where they keep the safe, but we're here to handle business.
We do not know this place. There are no conclusions.
So
Down may be the right way.
are these double doors or are they separate doors? Like they look like they might go to different rooms.
Double doors.
I guess we're going downstairs then. Maybe there's another way up.
All right. You guys would like to go downstairs, by all means. This one is specifically going to be a separate map, unfortunately. Couldn't quite cram it all in.
Where's the
But
mouse?
you guys begin descending the steps to where it feels quite warm still.
Oh.
You see that piping still overhead emitting warmth. As you descend these stairs, though, you make your way into what appears to be a storage room of sorts. Why are there two of everyone's tokens? How did that happen? Am I seeing that incorrectly? Here we go. Want to make sure
need to
everyone
do
has a
that.
token there, able to control.
You need to do that. You hadn't updated your browser, so
Finding your way
you
down
also haven't
into...
updated.
Oh my god, I do have a teleport, don't I?
Ooh.
That teleport, I thought that didn't work anymore.
Yeah,
That's
it
very
did.
scuffed. Whoops. That's so goofy.
Trying to maximize it.
All right, don't go down the stair. Move rapidly to the bottom of them.
Yes. There we go.
There you go. All right. genuinely forgot that there was a teleport inbuilt there. I'm used to making my own teleports, and I forgot about that one. Storage room, I've said that a lot, but I'm going to say it again while I lose my train of thought for like the 5th time. A number of crates and barrels here, all just kind of, looks like probably supplies for the most part. 2 more sets of stone doors leading both west and south from here.
Now that I'm all uptight, I do want to get perceptions on these doors.
Yeah, go ahead. Give me a quick blind perception check.
So I don't know how to move your map without a mouse, but drag that onto your token. Don't forget the coffee cup.
Hey, Vask, as you head up to uh, the western door, kind of put your hand up against it to hear through it, you immediately recoil. Those doors are hot to the touch.
Ooh, baby.
We found
Not
the
quite enough
furnace. Let's get to work.
not quite enough to burn on extended touch, but definitely hot.
Okay.
Uh,
I point to the doors. Perhaps a furnace. These are
Perhaps Avernus. I know that plane. Let's not go there.
hot.
Wrong system. We just call it hell here.
So the doorway to hell. That's interesting.
All right.
Well,
Next door.
For the
South door?
southern door, I'm just going to go with the same roll. I don't want to have you rolling constant perception checks because that's boring. You hear sort of muted conversation. You can't really tell what's being said precisely, but you do hear what sounds like multiple voices.
Any sense of, I don't know, can I spot differences in voices? Or is it just kind of like, it's more than one, less than
It's
20?
definitely more than one. I'd say through the door with your roll, it's a bit hard to tell. You don't really have an idea how many might be on the other side, but you don't hear any like sounds of urgency or shouting or anything like that. Just sounds like how people would engage in conversation.
Someone is speaking on the other side. They speak quietly, as if not concerned.
Well, then it sounds like we have our first targets for the night because we can't keep passing doors.
I mean, you
We will
could.
consider them unfortunate victims.
Yes, I don't know that we have any more doors that we can pass. We got the hot doors and we got the doors with the training behind it. This one sounds like a one that we can surprise. So I'm ready. When you are, the sooner the better.
Do you have preparations? I look back.
Uh,
I get the door ready. Which way does it open? Towards us or towards them?
These would be pull doors.
So whoever wants to blaze their way in, prep.
Well, Zavara would be the one to blaze their way in. She just crashed though. Or
Oh no.
well, I don't know if her whole computer crashed or not. She just dropped out of voice chat real quick.
Uh-oh. Well, it's kind of perfect timing because I was going to have us take a break before we bust the door down. But I will ask just to confirm: are we planning to just like bust
the
the door
castle.
down, charge in, or do we want to try and take them out quietly?
Or
So
we all have
I look.
these. Uh,
We were gonna be fix a furnace and we're close. We could just and pick the wrong door. We still
Well,
got 25 minutes left of our disguises.
yeah, and that's from the one you cast. We still have our own disguises afterwards. I
Mhm.
think we should bluff our way through. I don't think we should try to fight at all until we get to the
I'm good with that.
target.
So be it.
All right. Then, before we open the door and see who is on the other side, we'll go ahead and take a quick break here. Give everyone a chance to stand up, stretch, refill their water or other drinks. Also, give a moment for hopefully Zavara's computer to get off the fritz. Uh, Welcome back, everyone. I believe as we paused, we were preparing to open the southern doors where we were hearing some voices and perhaps not immediately commit to violence, but
As Lucian looks back at the group, he says, I recommend that we make a little bit of noise. There's few times that I've ever seen laborers enter a job site as quietly as we have gotten here.
Are you not making noise now?
I'm at a low whisper, my friend. I'm sure this is a conversation we don't want them to hear.
I volunteer to fart.
Oh, there you go. But those tend to be silent and violent.
No, we are silent and violent.
So
So be it. Make
I'm
what
okay
noise you
with
will.
I look at the rest of the group and proceed to go. Well, about what room were we supposed to be going to anywhere? I have no idea where anything is around this place.
As I throw the door open.
say that and the door is thrown open, you find yourself looking into a pretty large room, it seems, as it stretches off far to the left from what you're able to see. Conversation goes quiet from the multitude of people in this chamber, of which you only see a few right now, but most of them wearing some form of like leather armor that has been padded for the cold, with some strapped pauldrons on as well. Many of them that you see have like either a spear actively in hand that they're leaning on, or kind of close at hand as well. A few more storage boxes off to the side. Down to the south, what appear to be large shelves, maybe wardrobes of sorts. You are immediately hit as the door opens with a foul smell of compounded, unwashed body odor. Uh, There's a few of the people kind of closest to the entrance that were chatting amongst themselves see the door swing open, turn to look at you. The one closest kind of shrugs off her spear a little bit. I mean, who in the bloody fuck are you?
Plumbers. Is
I
this
tap
not the furnace room?
I tap the copper on the ceiling where the copper pipes are and just
You
squint
here
at
for
it.
the you here for the furnace or for the shitters? Because different directions.
It smells like we are in the shitter.
Yeah. Say one more word like that. I'm gonna give you a new shitter.
Oh, it
Ah.
is not.
Okay, well, they said the furnace room was down here. Do you know?
Get through the door that's bloody hot, dumbass.
Oh, that'd be smart. Cool. I
At
look
this
at.
point, like a few more people are crowding sort of around as well, just approaching to see what's going on with the conversation.
All right, so real quick, I'm gonna look because it looks like this other door. Oh, I guess they're just double doors again, huh?
It's just double doors, yeah.
Okay. All right.
We can generally assume when you guys open, you push both doors open if you would like. That way, there's more room for movement. But if you would prefer it to only be one door as well, you may.
I think we just opened up both doors to make a big hoopla.
All right.
Uh,
So yeah, at this point, I'll sorry about that and close the door.
well, before you close the door, I am going to ask one person who are going to put in charge of this role to make a deception check.
Yeah,
For the fact that you
that would
guys
have to
are
not be me.
plumbers. I will give you the +4 circ bonus from illusory disguise on this, but this is going to be a complication. And there's a few too many in this space for your assassination to be applicable. Okay. Malric went ahead and made the roll. After the comments about the bathroom versus the furnace, they look a little annoyed. There's a bit of a huff, but seeing you guys move to like close the door and move on, they just sort of in a huff themselves turn their back on you a little bit. They don't look like they're going to question you any further at the moment.
Oh, and that was a temporary mistake, a one-time mistake. I realized Zavara is the better liar, so we will
She's
let
the
her
better
take
liar,
over.
yes.
Yeah.
See, guys, I offended them, so it was uncomfortable for them to continue having the conversation without wanting to kill us. You're welcome.
They were surly enough to kill you anyways. No matter how
many were in-
uncomfortable it got.
So how many did we see in there?
From what you were able to see, you saw at a quick glance 5. But by the sound of feet moving as well from around the corner, there were probably more. Definitely more.
Okay, so from what we've figured out so far, we've got what we assume to be the furnace room, the barracks, and a training room. And those are the only 3 rooms with doors
we've
that
seen
we
so
can go
far.
through from this direction. Was there
Mhm.
some other way to get inside?
There was another set of front doors on the west.
Oh, that's right, the east and west. Yes. Well, I
Uh,
guess we did go wrong going right.
There's also technically the higher levels if climbing or flying is in your forte. It is
They are
technically
indeed.
possible to get up those ways. But
You know what I just thought about? I didn't think about this for the entire 2 days we were infiltrating, but I can turn into a little bug. I could have just gone through the whole place. That seems like it would have been a thing to know before.
Until somebody didn't like bugs. Oh, bug squish.
Well, that's what my armor class is for.
So holy mackerel, that bug is unkillable. It's a roach.
specifically a cockroach.
Well, that would have to be a mantis, a praying mantis, but
So at
Makes
some
it a
point
little
we
bit harder.
got to figure out how we're going to get in here. And could we not find some way to deceive these ones in here to let us pass?
Mm,
well, why would we want? I mean, I didn't see any doors
no
or
need.
anything. Like, we shouldn't even want to pass. We should want to. First of all, let's open these furnace doors and see
I
if the
was going to
furnace is
say,
actually in here.
I have the fire resistance from your boon. So
Yeah, I mean, what's the worst that could
I
happen?
can, yeah, let's at least see what's in there.
Though Zavara has more fire resistance, and she should be the one up at the front anyway. Now that she's back, so maybe she
Tear it
can
up.
go open the door.
Agreed.
Where is the door?
It's that silver rectangle thing right to the left of you, and then the southwest of you also. Just click on it; it opens the door. See, ta-da!
Awesome.
Oh, we found the
A
red
big
dragon.
furnace. Pushing open these doors, looking into the largest room that you have seen by far, you are immediately greeted by a massive furnace standing along the northern wall here. Those
Hey, we
copper
found
pipes.
the virus. We found the
Yeah.
furnace.
Those copper pipes you've been seeing connect to specifically this furnace and lead up into the ceiling in various parts. You also notice the furnace itself having these massive access doors attached to it. Specifically along the southern door as well, the map showing it very vaguely, there are these 2 large orange gemstones set into it and kind of embedded in the frame, emitting a glow. There are similar double doors to the west. There's also a set of double doors heading south from here.
So I'm betting the set of double doors that head south are just the other side of the barracks. They looked pretty wide from where we were at. So how about we go straight west?
I will say, this room
Mhm.
is extremely hot, specifically putting us at a level of severe heat if we were looking at that mechanically.
So for the severe heat to cause fatigue, you have to be in there for a little while, right? I mean, we're talking like 5 or 10 minutes
About
at least.
4 hours for fatigue,
Okay, perfect. So we
but
all
a little
have.
bit of fire damage every hour you remain in here.
Okay, well, yeah, we all have fire resistance, so we should be able to walk through if we spend less than a minute or two and be fine, right?
Yeah, it's just
Sweet.
hot.
Well, I assume Bobby also took the fire resistance from the thing if he didn't already have a charm. Yeah.
No, but I can eat fire, so if I'm hungry
Well,
enough.
oh yeah, yeah, I suppose.
All right, so we have doors that go to the furnace itself. We don't like those. The door south.
Doors west.
Yeah, I think west is the obvious option. And we should all just hurry up and move to the left because if we don't find a fight tonight, Robin's gonna mutiny.
Yeah, I'm okay to not.
Oh, really? Is it because you're eating bacon?
Yeah.
Bacon!
And tikka masala.
Nice. Love a good tikka masala.
Me
Well, we're
too.
waiting on you either way, so how about we do it?
You guys make your way through the furnace room, feeling the sort of sweltering heat. Uh, I'm actually going to say that Lucian, the doors to the south, uh, something about them. It's not visually obvious. There's no distinct visual tell, but they give off a feeling of sturdiness uh, compared to the other stone doors you've seen. Maloric, you notice the keyhole in these doors to the south is different from the keyholes in the other doors. Uh, Specifically, it is a circular shape like you're supposed to put a far wider cylinder than a normal key shank would be, uh, matching that unique key you picked up from the warehouse in Glacier's Rest.
Ooh, well, I guess we
Uh-oh.
should use it then, huh?
Well, we
Certainly
found the
could.
use for one item, that's for sure.
So I'll
Huzzah!
I'll pull out the key and I'll just point it in the direction of Zavara and then kind of flick it back towards this door over here.
Yeah.
How do I
Able
pick that
to
up? Or do I just open the door now?
Well, you come to the door that we're at and then open that one.
I think Malric wants you there in case Malric gets stabbed.
Yes.
Let me introduce you to the best part of every Paizo map that exists, the 5 to 10 foot hallway between doors. Just cuz.
Oh, well, it's the entryway. You must have an entryway.
Yep.
Any important room has an entryway.
Uh, the key absolutely fits in the next doors as well. Those which open to a separate chamber.
Armory.
Relatively large, if not filled with some cobwebs here. The eastern wall over where Malric has stepped here is dominated by a large mural of a mountain. Uh, like Gorham's holy symbol, and more like Gorham's holy symbol, there is a sword in the mountains. However, this one is a very real, what looks to be great sword, fully embedded into the wall part way. It's a large
Oh.
weapon
You-
rack against the southern wall, and a couple large stone chests along the western wall as
So
well.
if I pulled the sword from the wall, do I become the monarch?
Maybe.
Let's try it.
Give me an athletics check. I love how you're rolling everything blind here. You do not need to be.
I don't want to see it,
Uh,
and
with
that's
a
why.
35, you absolutely pull out a great sword embedded in the wall that, at a quick glance, you first notice it is not made out of normal steel. You guys
Adamantine.
are high enough level that you're able to comprehend. It appears to be at least alloyed with adamantine.
Yeah.
Uh, it also, like the blade itself is kind of notched and serrated along the second half of it. Sort of
Sweet.
old damage maybe, but not enough that would prevent its functionality.
I don't think I am very good at using great swords. I don't know, maybe. Let's find out.
They are martial weapons.
I have a +2 to hit. I think that'll work, right? Yeah, I guess I suck at this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Quite the large weapon for you, my friend.
Oh, thanks for noticing.
Could this be the vault that they have spoken of?
That's what I was thinking about, as it might be. There, if
Take a
so,
quick
he might
glance.
have other trophies in here as well.
Take a quick glance about the room.
Yeah, I'd say if you guys would like to, you can absolutely spend a couple minutes here. Anyone who would like to give me a perception check may do so.
You want this one blind, though, right?
Yes, perception should pretty much always be blind. It doesn't really matter, Lucian. So I'll keep yours. Okay. All right. All right. All right. Taking a look around, there's certainly some stuff to find. Specifically on that weapon rack, there's a dozen or so just regular great swords, as well as one that has been enchanted. There is a enchanted longbow kind of sitting against it as well, and an enchanted shield. Uh, Not sure if it would be better than Savara's, but it is specifically a greater sturdy shield. So hardness 15, 120 hit points as is. I believe that it might actually be better than Savara's current shield.
That would be cool.
Uh, the chests are full of coin, spread around, thousands upon thousands of copper, silver, gold, and platinum.
Were one of you guys smarter than me and got a bag of holding or whatever those are called these days?
Yes, we did.
Spacious pouch.
Oh, good.
Two of us have spacious pouches that we could load up.
Sweet. So I see that we've already got the magic on there. I was gonna throw Read Aura on and see if that adamantine greatsword popped up as anything.
It's not magical. However, there is something you, Malric and Lucian, notice as the greatsword is pulled out. The notch in the wall that the greatsword was set into feels purposeful. Looking inside, you actually see what appear to be bits of metal sticking out into the hole, not unlike a keyhole.
Ooh.
Which may recontextualize the notches and serrations on the greatsword that you had pulled out.
The giant key.
As you notice that, you notice the slight seam surrounding the large mountain mural, indicating perhaps a door of some sort.
Well, it's definitely nice of them to leave us the key. I guess we can try to see if this opens.
Yeah. Uh, I would ask anyone who is going to try and open it to give me an athletics check to actually force the sword in all the way.
That will most definitely lean not to me.
I have 25 athletics.
You are the best. Well, but you have 25 athletic. Oh, that's acrobatics. Yeah, you are the best. You're the best
Thank you.
around.
I'll also say the rest of you probably taking a couple minutes here to shovel the coin if you are planning to take it here.
Yeah, oh, there you go.
All right, Vesk. Uh, setting the sword into the wall and pushing with all of your strength is absolutely enough to send the sword up to the hilt into the wall, at which point, with a silent swing, the entire mural shifts slightly and opens another room.
Full
Well, now
send.
you definitely found a purpose for those big arms of yours, Vosk.
Mm.
Ah.
Grunt, continue.
Shoveling coin.
Oh, this must be the weapon that he took.
Oh, well,
When I say
yeah.
thousands of coin, I do want to mention about 26,000 copper pieces are in those 4 chests. So do with that information what you will. But moving
Also,
into
quick
the side
question:
room.
the
Yes.
did you say the bow is
Mhm.
augmented?
It is a +2 striking composite longbow.
All right, that's gonna.
So certainly
Something you
better
could
than your
carry.
short bow, I believe.
I would concur.
Yeah, it is
How
in the
did?
party stash. You are free to P to open the party character sheet. Stash is where all items I give you guys or you find are put. You just drag them onto your character sheet, drag things you want to put from your sheet into the party stash to get rid of them. Uh, Stepping into this side room, about the same size of the vault, but markedly empty. Just a pair of stone chests against the northern wall, and above it, hanging a golden rapier. Uh,
Now, this feels more like a trophy room.
Couple things to note. The chests themselves have some more coin as well as gemstones. There is a sheath for the rapier off to the side. The sheath itself, like a dark navy blue with uh, like embossed lightning bolts on it. The rapier itself, fully golden in coloration. Whether the blade is actually made of gold, probably not. Uh, on the pommel, though, there is an engraved mantis claw.
Oh, how interesting.
Can we do like a recall knowledge to see if perhaps this has some lore within the red
Certainly.
mantis?
Ah, good to
Is that
catch on that clue.
is that assassin lore
You can just
or
use recall knowledge from the basic action macros, and that'll roll
gotcha?
everything.
Oh dang it!
All right. Uh, thank goodness for assassin lore. Vask. And actually, Lucian. Lucian, your roll was lower, but you got a very high modifier for sure. The two of you not only recognize this blade, but know who it belonged to.
Oh wow.
A member of the Red Mantis by the name of Narissa Valtrin. She was a pretty high-ranking member of the Mantises, not quite a member of the Vernai, but probably sort of equivalent to you guys in the job she took on. She notably worked pretty solo, though. Uh, she had left on a mission soon before you guys left on your mission to the Shackles. But you did not know the details of what job she was taking on.
Well,
It seems
apparently we're
Narissa
following
has
up.
fallen.
Yeah, we're following up on the someone that wasn't as efficient, I guess, as we are. But I don't know who of us would find much use in this, but I wouldn't mind carrying it.
Yeah.
Sort of my
You
own
know
trophy.
you know it's enchanted, but you don't know the exact enchantments on her blade.
So
Well, we
detect
can.
magic.
Well, that's not
Do
going to
we
tell you
wanna
Detect
anything.
Yeah,
But
Yeah.
we'll do the arcane or whatever
What
knowledge
you would
check we can
specifically
do.
have to do is spend about 10 minutes to try and identify what the enchantment is on it, which Read Aura would give a bonus on, but that does take 10 minutes unless someone has the quick identification feat.
I don't
um, I think we can
Quickly
afford
identify her
10
feet.
minutes.
think I mean, it's not like anyone knows we're here at this time.
Yeah,
Sure.
we do have the spells counting down, the buffs, but yeah, I think we can spend 10 minutes. So
All right, then.
So be
Then
it.
anyone who would like to may give me a recall knowledge. I know you have the Read Aura, so that gives you a +2 circ bonus to it. And by the time this ends, will be right around when the illusory disguise runs out on you all.
I put the read aura spell effect on, but it didn't give me the +2 or a thing for it.
Yeah, it won't, because it wants you to specifically use the identify magic action, which I just have
Oh,
people use recall knowledge. It's simplest to do, which is why I ignore the read aura effect and just I know to
Got it.
retroactively apply a +2 to your roll. Which, all right. Pair of different things here that I will apply. Malric, you absolutely identify the rapier. Lucien, you'll notice something else. This rapier is a type of magic weapon specifically known as Storm Flash. It is a
I've heard of that.
+2 greater striking shock rapier, of course, but it also allows its wielder to cast lightning bolt once per day, and you can try to divert electricity targeting you every few minutes.
You have to be wielding it to divert the electricity?
Yes. Yeah, the actions of the item require you to actively be holding it and wielding it to be able to use. Uh,
Well, Lucian, do you want to hold on to this so you don't get zapped? Or I guess I could hold on to it so I don't get zapped.
I mean, I
the wielder is able to protect someone else potentially within 10 feet of them from getting zapped.
Oh, most excellent. Although 10 feet is not that
Or
great a
yourself, technically.
distance.
I guess you can use it on yourself.
So I do have protections against electricity, but I do find the weapon most elegant, much preferred over the twin blades that I don't have much use for. Not that I would find much use for this other than casting from it.
More
So if you wish
spells.
it, you may very well carry it, Malric, if that is your choice.
Um, I mean, I guess sure, yeah. Well, I guess it would let me throw a lightning bolt on if I find the need to. You could do that without it, right? So,
Yeah. I will say the rapier is a martial weapon, so Malric, you would not really benefit from its either attacking with it or the ability to divert lightning, because that requires you to
oh,
make an attack roll with it.
oh, I didn't catch that. I just saw.
Yes.
Uh, what? Okay, it
So,
just said
uh,
an electric effect targets you or a creature within 10 feet, or has you or a creature within feet in its aura as a trigger.
and then right beneath
Um,
that is the effect. Choose an eligible creature to protect and
oh,
roll
Roll
and
a
roll a
melee
melee
attack roll.
attack
against the
roll.
DC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah. Okay, never mind. I don't want that piece of crap.
Uh, so actually, I think Lucy and you would not really benefit from being
No,
able to
I would
divert
not as
lightning
well.
either.
No, it's exactly carrying weapons is just kind of decorative for me.
uh, Lucian, as you guys are sort of going over this tome, finishing kind of pulling all the coin and gems from the chests as well, uh, you find something kind of buried underneath the coin of one of the chests, a very small, blood-stained book. Uh, now, I don't believe, despite all the tongues you speak, the language this is written in is not one you know. It is, you can tell though, it is specifically Scald, kind of a dialect that is common up here in the lands of the Linarm Kings and Irison. Uh, but based on the symbol embossed on the cover and your very good religion check, you are able to tell that this is a prayer book.
Most interesting. Not that I could read it, and I pick it up and I show it over to Malric. This seems to be a prayer book, and I know that worshiping is kind of your ballpark. You wouldn't happen to know Scald, would you?
We've lost Malric. Oh no.
Do we use Malric? Malric,
Malric is gone.
the silent.
No, Malric is here. He's helping me because I couldn't figure something out. Okay, what did you want to say?
Oh no.
I said, I forgot what I said. He was talking about the prayer book, and I don't. Oh, did I have a use for it? No.
No, he doesn't have use for it. Okay.
You don't happen to speak Scald?
No, I don't think I speak Skull. Check the party sheet. Maybe I do.
I'll take a look. Hold on.
No one in the party
Yes.
speaks Scald, as is, I am unfortunate to say.
Well, I guess for the time
Now-
being, that we'll just keep this within our inventory and see if we can find someone to translate it later.
Certainly.
Are there ways to? Oh, I guess there would be magical methods that
Yeah.
folks could use.
There is specifically the translate spell, which I believe second rank is all you would need to cast it at to be able to read it. However, this would be a case where I would allow the usage of decipher writing as well. However, this entire tome, realistically, even with translate or deciphering writing, to potentially glean anything of use out of it, you'd be looking at least an hour of time expended.
Has not time that we wish to spend, but again, the book may be of use later. When we can actually spend some time and research on it.
Absolutely.
So we make sure to loot the rest of the chests.
Yes. In total, there is roughly 26,000 copper pieces, 3,900 silver, about 1,000 gold, about 120 platinum as well. The chests here in the secret vault had about close to 6,500 gold's worth of general unsorted coins and raw gemstones.
Okay, and I can see that in the party wealth.
It's all in the party stash. Yep.
Well, not a bad haul, but again, we still haven't succeeded with our target yet. And it would seem that I can actually see each of you now as our disguises have dropped.
I put my disguise back up with my scarf.
All right.
Do the same.
You don't have to constantly be putting the effect on yourself if you don't wish to. I know you've got a scarf that allows you to just be casting it once per hour, so.
Gotcha.
Well, if there's nothing else
So if
here,
there's nothing of use here, we should return.
The shuffling sound of the doors opening and closing. Step back into the sort of sweltering furnace here. Feel the heat on your flesh just being in this chamber.
Robin, are you going to join us?
Sure trying.
Why we had you by the mouse so that it would be easier for you to try.
hey, a real easy trick. If you use the WASD, that works really well. It only moves you a hex at a time, but it's pretty precise and it moves pretty quick. I've been able to keep everybody with that way. It's been working for me because I got two that I got to move and they move together well.
Perfect. Lucian, you, for your mythic path, have the Sage's proficiency, correct?
Yes, I
Or
do.
the Sage's calling. Do you also have currently prepared detect magic?
Yes.
Okay. Uh, I think you notice something then, perhaps an instinct or intuition as you step back into the furnace room here. Uh, those gemstones, the two sort of set into the metal of the furnace here that glow ever so slightly, are perhaps some of the strongest and most condensed magic you've ever seen in your life.
So I head back over that direction and I mentioned it. I look back, I say, Malric, take a look at this.
What is it?
It detects very strong magical senses. There's something about this. I'm not quite sure. I try to identify it.
Yeah, if you guys want to spend a couple minutes, you certainly may.
I think it would benefit us to find out if the rest of you would agree.
Do
Look out.
what you need. I will keep my eyes open.
I would hope so. You might run into quite a few walls if you didn't.
That's why fighters have blind fighting.
Yes.
Okay. Lucian, taking a couple minutes here to focus on the gems, examining them, trying to get a feel for what exactly the magic is. Not quite going far enough to like put your hands on the metal of the furnace, because that'd probably be really hot.
A little bit.
But doing everything you can to examine, I do believe you are at a high enough level that casting a detect magic would tell you not only the source of the highest ranking magic around you, but the rank or level it is.
And
So while you
I
look over these
will.
gems, while you are unable to tell exactly what effect it is, you are able to confirm that these two items are 18th level magic items.
Yeah, I had just assumed that it was a fire elemental that was trapped inside of a gem that was heating the furnace, but I was just gonna skip over that because kill.
So this is most definitely a very high level of magic that seems to be keeping what's in there in there.
Could it be of use to us? Either as a destruction or an attack?
Or a diversion, or something that may turn on us. But
You
as
you
something
deal
we
in
need to
magic.
decide.
You deal in magic. You make it. You tell us.
So do these stones look like they're holding something back, like they're holding the door shut?
No, they're not holding the door shut in any way. They're set into the metal on either side of these furnace doors. Uh, but you are what exactly they are doing, you're unsure. You just know that they contain very powerful magic within them.
Is it designed? Does it look like it's designed to be removed
No,
or replaced? Or
doesn't mean you couldn't remove them, but it does not look like they're designed to be pulled out.
Maverick, do you mind taking a look at this and see if you could? I can tell that it's magic, but I can't tell exactly its purpose.
Well, it would take me about 11 minutes to figure that out, and I don't think this is really gonna help us kill a guy. So maybe we should get on while our buffs are still going.
I'm okay with that. I'm just curious as to what is in there. But it's always
I,
something we can come back to.
I told you, fire elemental to heat the place. I feel
but
honestly fairly confident about that.
could we use fire elementals to destroy?
Yeah, I
Uh,
think it would be more pissed off at us as well.
well, yeah, it'd definitely be a good distraction. It would sow some chaos, but I mean, it also might make the place stop heating and cause people to question what's going on and come find us. You know.
You are the plumbers.
Well, let's
I do
make
not
our way
care.
to the next.
We continue.
Okay.
Perception,
Door
or
does not
just
appear to
listen
be
to the room.
trapped or locked, as far as you can tell. Congratulations, you have found more storage.
Ooh,
Huzzah! Crates, barrels, the works.
wait, and crates?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's kind of crazy, isn't it?
I think we should open a place and call it Crate and Barrel.
I feel like there's a trademark there.
Oh, dang it.
I know, unfortunate.
I was hopeful. I thought I was onto something.
Looking back, I say, well, there seems to be a way up here. So
Yoink.
Ready? You guys
Oh.
can just move up the stairs if you'd like to.
Oh my God.
Look at you being
Yeah,
fancy.
so I'm gonna have you stop once you're up here, because you're not necessarily alone in this room. Uh,
We're not alone in any room. Chakik be with you.
Aw.
What are you
Just
doing
not
moving into
behind
the
you.
room? As you stride up the stairs into this room, see large wooden beams, of course, lining the walls, holding the ceiling in place. At this point, your nose mostly recovered from the smell of body odor from the barracks you had seen downstairs. You begin to smell. It's kind of like wet fur. You see as you make it to the top of the steps, the sets of double doors that lead probably outside. You seem to have found your way back to the western end of Crownhold, uh, as well as some gore, some viscera here and there, and a pair of big fucking bears.
Oh, that is
Oopsie.
not what we want to run into.
Though I'm gonna show you guys the art, and I'm gonna let you see what's wrong with this situation.
Yeah,
He
it's
has
Their
a
got
bunch
eyes.
of
legs.
got a bunch of legs.
Oh, well, I also see their eyes are glowing. I noticed that the legs on this thing is very reminiscent of the amount of legs a displacer beast has. I wonder if there's a coinkydink there.
Yes, because we don't really have displacer beasts in Pathfinder. We have cool other things instead.
He looks
Right.
kind of frosty.
As you mount the stairs and see these bears just kind of chilling out, one of them, they both raise their heads and look at you. 4 sets of legs on each side, so 8 legs total. One of them opens its mouth. I don't recognize you all.
Oh, it speaks.
Who are you?
I bet with all those paws, they give great bear hugs. Oh, we're the plumbers. Oh, wait, no, Zavara's the liar. Zavara should be lying. But yeah, we're
Yes.
the
We're the
plumbers.
furnace fixers. We're the furnace fixers.
Yes.
Furnace fixers. This place feels pretty warm to me. What needed to be fixed about the furnaces?
Is it warm or is it hot, bud?
It's pleasantly warm compared to out there.
That's because we fixed it.
Wait, really? I would have thought this guy was a polar bear. He likes the hot? That's
I'm sorry, just because my fur is white and I live in the north, you think I don't like the heat? Hmm?
It
Oh,
was a
great.
little stereotypical of me.
We ended up with
Yes,
the
it was.
bipolar bear. He's gonna freak out on us any moment now.
If you compare me to a polar bear one more time, I am going to freak out. I'm not a polar bear.
Oh, what are you?
I'm a frost ripper.
Oh, that's cool, I think. What's
Oh,
that?
that is so much more impressive than a polar bear. You just look amazing.
Isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
I will say, this is the one talking to you. This one that is much closer is drooling as it looks at you all.
And I slowly back up behind Zavara as I'm conversing. Your friend there looks to have a bit of drool. Is he hungry? What is this?
Well, yeah, it's nearly lunchtime. I don't have a clock on my arm, but I know what time it is.
Check the other arm. You got a lot of them.
Just
I'm not
point.
stupid. I know where I have my clocks, and they're not on any of my arms. 'Cause I don't actually have a clock.
So there are no other, I guess, entrances to this room. There's the
From what you can
exits,
see, there's the
presumably.
doors outside, and there's a similar set of double doors heading east. I'm going to ask at this point if you guys would like to try and stealth past these guys or deceive them. We can absolutely do a deception check here. You can also, I mean, there's one that looks hungry and looks like it might attack at any moment, anyways. So, kind of up to you guys if you'd like to ignore or attack the bears.
Well, it would be smart for us to try to get past them.
Agreed.
But also, this
That
looks like the closest thing to a combat we could do without pulling a bunch of people. But the smart thing to do would be to try to talk our way past them.
I will say one of the best ways to build your infiltration points is the removal of enemies.
Oh,
oh,
Because that will also make it a lot harder for Ordulf to have reinforcements when you inevitably fight him.
That's true.
So
all right.
something
So
to keep in mind.
while they are busy in conversation,
Hmm.
is there an opportunity for me to one establish them as prey? I can establish
Ooh.
both,
Hmm.
and two, position myself in a flanking position for a better, more superior um, combat.
Uh, I want to check the wording on Hunt Prey real quick for that.
Yeah, because they
Ah,
may know that you've assigned them as prey. Plus, don't forget that you can share your prey as well.
Oh, I could, yeah, it's for everybody.
Well, no, it only goes. You get to pick one other person to share it with.
I get I get to pray just to make it today.
Yes.
I am also too legit to quit.
Nice.
all right. I think what I will do here, if you would like to try and do that, I am going to ask a deception check be rolled first, so we can try and mask the fact that you guys are moving into an advantageous position. Uh, I should also mention at this point, I imagine none of you really have weapons drawn at the moment. So the moment you do draw them would probably signal to these bears that you plan to fight.
So I have a staff. I assume that I have that drawn. I'm using it like a walking stick, less so as a
Yes,
weapon.
yours,
Okay.
you are specifically using yours as a walking stick. You have mentioned that. So that is no issue. Uh, but in
And
general, for
it has
weapons
not
and
been
the
unheard
like.
of for bears to desire to have their back scratched by sawtooth sabers. Just saying.
They do have back scratch fever.
Word.
Oh, that would be cat scratch. No,
Dang it,
bear
dude.
bear scratch fever. All right. Well, while you're
All
getting
right.
into position, I'd like to get out of position, but I don't want to go too back because that's going to kick me down
Well,
the stairs.
again, I need a
The
deception
deception.
check
Yeah.
Deception.
first
I
All
to
right.
see if you can actually
Is that
mask
on?
who you guys are.
I'm assuming that's on me, or shall we use our best deceiver?
If you guys would like to use your best deceiver, you are more than welcome to do so.
That's me, right?
it's you.
Yes.
You are, you are the deceiver.
Uh,
We accept nothing short of nat 20s. So
we'll see what I can do.
We rolled them. We just don't accept them.
I send them back anytime I see one.
Sorry, we have a no return policy.
Gonna leave it on
Paranoid
your front
expects
porch.
nothing
Is it
but the best
blind or
from us.
regular?
This can be public. Why not? What's the worst that could happen?
Combat. Or no, that's
A 30. In this case, I'm going to say is not quite a success.
Ew.
You may certainly choose to re-roll if you would like, but otherwise, I think these bears are not going to be convinced by your plumber performance, and you'll have time to draw your weapons as they move to attack, but they would
Well,
be
then I would
attacking.
like to aid then by pointing at
You cannot
Lucian's crack.
post-roll aid.
I was
Aids have to be decided before a roll is being made.
I was post rolling a bad joke. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
I see.
But if I re-roll, can he aid me in a re-roll?
No, you'd just be using the mythic point
Mythic.
reroll here.
Okay, I'll do that.
All right. Drawing upon a bit of your mythic power.
And pointing out Lucian's crack.
No, no, no! Look, plumbers.
That's better.
All right. It should be even better. As a reminder to re-roll, you can right-click your
Oh, yeah.
roll in chat, and there's an
Reroll
option
as a
to re-roll
hero.
using a
As
mythic
a
point.
Yep.
Oh, cool. Thanks. Oh,
Because
yeah.
you get a better
okay.
bonus as well when you re-roll with mythic. So I think you have an additional +6 on it.
Oh.
Bring your total to 42, because mythic proficiency is the best proficiency you can possibly have. Is absolutely going to. There's a moment where they don't believe you, but as you draw upon your mythic power with a brief sort of flash of light that isn't necessarily noticed by these bears, but might be noticed by other entities in this fortress, they sort of look at each other and shrug and start going into detail about the food they've eaten recently and how that makes them still hungry because they're not getting enough nutrients because there's not enough people out in the wilderness for them to go attack and consume anymore. But that is distracting enough that I would absolutely allow Vask you to sort of hunt prey, since that's for you kind of quiet to do. I'll give you an option here, actually. Because shared
Okay.
prey, you have to specifically be talking to someone to give them the benefits. I would allow you to just hunt prey them on your own. No shared prey. If you would like to share prey with one of your allies, we're going to have initiative be rolled first, and you do that on your first turn, because that involves actually talking to other people and sharing information with them. That is important to combat. And these bears, unfortunately, are smart.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I heard him say that.
However, you guys are able to sort of maneuver and position yourselves here around the room freely.
Well, and if you have to do the share prey on your turn anyway, you can always hunt prey now, do whatever, and then share prey as an action
And then
later
share prey.
anyway, right?
Yep.
So,
I'm there.
all right. Well,
So
would you
let's go
like
with
to? Yeah, there we
positioning.
go.
Yeah. So actually, that is the interesting thing about shared prey. It's normally done when you hunt prey. However, when you want to share prey, you can also only hunt prey one creature. You would not be able to hunt both of these bears and share it simultaneously. That is a restriction on the hunt prey.
Oh. Gotcha.
Well,
The wording of shared
I've got
prey.
he actually has a special
Double prey.
ability of feat that's double prey.
Yes, but the wording of shared prey is when you use hunt prey and select only one prey, you can grant your hunt prey benefits and hunter's edge to an ally.
Yep.
In addition to gaining them yourselves.
Yeah.
So
Versus
Vask
it
can
says one
choose
target.
multiple prey for himself, or choose one creature and give the benefits to someone else as well.
And honestly, since Mark's not here, the your flurry benefit doesn't really work on any of us anyway. We don't have the actions to make use of it. So that would settle that one anyway. Mark, however, would love you forever.
Everyone positioned where they would like to be, sort of in the room here.
Am I the only one in the room? I'm terrified now.
Well, I'm sure Zavara's going to want to be in the room, so I assume she's going to want to be in.
Although where y'all are
I want to see
positioned,
where y'all go.
I would
You are in the
position
bear space
myself
there.
opposite of y'all.
Okay, well, if we're doing that,
Casters hide in the corner. All righty.
Oh,
Then
is this
as you guys...
is
Oh,
this
go
where
ahead.
we wanted to be? Because I would assume that our melee person would want to be in melee with somebody.
So that space,
Or underneath
Zavara,
him,
is
sure.
in the bear's space as well. I know the token doesn't really show it, but the bear takes up a full 3x3 spaces.
Zavara heard about that epic bear hug, right, Zavara? You wanted an
Yep,
epic bear hug.
exactly.
I would say if you wanted to be directly in melee with both bears simultaneously, this space or this space are in melee with both of them. I also say you're technically flanked by them being in one of those spots, but Guardian's got a stupid high AC anyways. So, alrighty. Then I think as you guys go to draw your weapons here, to have us all roll initiative.
Oh, do we have to roll deception for initiative?
I'd say you can roll deception or normal perception for this. Either works.
Oh, much nicer. Ah, it didn't let me.
I'll take it. Damn, I don't have any tiebreakers. You would have thought I would have the religion tiebreaker, right?
Fantastic. Zavara, which of them would you like to try and demoralize with your battle cry?
Let's see the top one.
All right, go ahead and target them for me. Is that T on your keyboard if you're hovering? Perfect. And then there is demoralize in your basic action macros down on your hotbar. So the number 2 slot in the hotbar, and demoralize, I think, is in the second column for you.
Yay.
Fantastic. Okay. Then as you guys move into position as these frost rippers, as they introduce themselves, are sort of going on about what they eat, why they're malnourished, why they're hungry, you guys quickly get into position, draw weapons, and a battle cry unleashed by Zavara absolutely cause these bears to snap to attention at this point, realizing things are wrong. That is going to begin our encounter here, specifically with the bear that was doing the most of the talking going first. It is going to hear Zavara's battle cry, and in response, it is going to let out a snarl into the air. However, this snarl doesn't sound like a bear snarling, but more like multiple layered screams on top of one another, almost like the screams of people being eaten alive. I need all of you to please give me a will save here. Malric, just fine.
Good. Ooh.
Lucian, I gave you a button.
Oh, my apologies. I
Yes,
didn't
I
see it
gave you a
pop up.
button. I gave everyone a button for the save. Please use it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
didn't see it.
Yeah,
I
so
was on the
for
combat
everyone
tab.
who's not me, if you look at the chat when he says that, there will be a button there. You can click that. It'll automatically give you success, failure, etc.
There it is. I see it.
Yes. We don't want to use that roll to ask.
I did the other one, so do I need to redo it in the
We'll
chat, or is
just
that
keep
one
the
okay?
rolls you have instead of re-rolling in this case. But
Okay,
for
okay.
future reference, please, 9 times out of 10, when there is a save, I will put a button in chat. If there isn't, just ask. because it will tell you whether you succeed or fail automatically. It'll also apply any relevant buffs you have to it automatically.
Awesome.
So I have to check here. As
I-
a guardian, I don't believe you turn will successes into critical successes as of yet. Unless I am stupid, which is possible. So this is going to be a regular success for Savara and failures for both Lucian and Bask.
Oh, also, Zavara, you need to put your stance thing down on the ground so he knows what squares it'll affect.
How do I do that?
Go to your I forgot what it's called. Oh, hampering stance. Go to hampering stance, put it in the chat, and then or just expand it out, and then you can drag your or you, not even drag. You click on it and then click on you, and it'll put your aura up.
Hampering stance doesn't have an effect by default, so those
Wait,
words won't help.
Sorry,
Zavara.
where is it?
uh, your hampering stance on your actions, and yeah, it has uh a range a template on it.
Yes, but it doesn't move as is because it should be an aura. Savara,
Oh,
if you are in your actions tab under actions, I think it's right underneath Godspeed, you should see hampering stance. If you
Yeah.
click on the picture, it'll put it in chat because there is no, I don't have an effect as is to help track it being on you. I'll see if I can remember and get that set up for you for next week. But for
Cool.
now,
There
just
you go.
click the picture. Because it's a 5-foot emanation, which is important. Finding it
quick
all right?
question.
Yes.
I don't think it took into account. Is this a emotional save?
No.
Okay, then that settles that.
It is auditory and mental, but not emotion.
Got you covered.
All good, Savara?
Yeah, I think so. I got it in there.
what do you mean you got it in there? It's not in the chat.
Oh, it looks like it is for
Ah.
me.
Oh, interesting. All good. I know you've got it. I'll get an effect set up for next week.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
we
it looks like it's in chat
track
to me.
of.
So that's weird.
You might have no if you did it. All good. All good. All good. All good. I'll have some ideas. Vask and Lucian, since you both failed, you may choose to re-roll if you would like to.
I will re-roll
Okay.
with a
Mythic point.
mythic point, and I'm going
Yes.
to find that roll when it gets bouncing around.
You can roll either of the will saves you made, the base roll or the one that actually says failure already. Either works to re-roll. Vask, would you like to re-roll your failure?
I would.
Fantastic.
All right. Sorry, I just did a.
Yep. So that where you have your role in chat, just right click it, and then of the options that appear, one of them is re-roll using a mythic point.
Yeah, it's like the fourth or fifth one down.
I'll take it.
Fantastic. All right. Vask unaffected. Lucian moving up to a success is fantastic. Lucian and Zavara, both of you are going to take half damage here, which comes down to 8 points of mental damage. You just hit that half button and it applies to you. Perfect. Oops. Oh yeah, I guess Blight technically would have had to save as well. I don't care that much, but funny to think on.
Yeah.
Both of you, however, on a success still, are going to become frightened. One.
Okay.
And whilst you are frightened by this tormented snarl, you will also be off guard. That does it for 2 actions of the Koyak, though. It is going to use its third and final action here to attempt a jaw strike on you, Savara. It is going to reach forward and try and bite you as it unleashes this snarl,
Yep.
which I believe a 35 is an exact hit after the frightened and off guard. So, just want to check something real quick. All right. That is going to be
Ooh.
39 points of damage to you here. Because strangely enough, the bear has sneak attack. Don't ask me
Mhm.
why. But as a guardian, that good old physical damage resistance helps out a lot. That does it for the bear's turn. Malric, we are up to you.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. These bears are pretty smart. Yeah, I don't want to use a 5 on a 2. That made sense to none of you, I'm sure. Oh, I know what I want to do. I want to try to recall knowledge. I assume these aren't religious. I assume they're nature. Let me make sure I have some points in nature real quick.
Perhaps.
Okay, cool. I am going to try to recall knowledge on these things.
Go for it. You can even target them before you recall knowledge, and it'll
Oh, that would have been smart.
even further. All good, though.
Too
Doesn't
late.
really matter. Taking a look at these things. Those look like bears, man.
See, I knew it. The polar bears specifically.
Yeah,
Bipolar
They
bears.
they just tried to lie to me.
probably someone. There's someone from Nex here, probably, that these are flesh warp bears. You're pretty confident.
All right.
Normally, of course, I would ask what question you were asking combat-wise associated with it, but it wasn't a good
Right.
roll, and you weren't trained with either applicable skill, so
All right.
I'm just
Well,
not gonna.
so I'll tell you what I wanted to know, and the reason I'm going to tell you this is because it doesn't matter.
Fair
I wanted to
enough.
know if they could see in the dark. Actually, their eyes are
Mm,
glowing. They can probably see in the dark.
their eyes are glowing.
All right, screw it. I'm just gonna cast benediction, and then I will throw a guidance on Vask.
Okay.
I'm
Now
gonna.
you did use an action to recall knowledge. Keep
Oh,
that
you're
in mind.
right. Good, perfect. Because now I don't waste the guidance on Vask. I was just
Just
looking for
straight
something that
benediction.
took one action.
Fantastic.
That didn't put an aura out
Put it
there.
on as an aura. Yeah.
Okay. Well, the good news is it does at least affect one person.
It's got you right now.
Well, it's got
That,
Vask too, right? It's 15 foot, so.
yes, it should be getting him. Something might be goofy with that effect. I'll have to. I got more things to check going into next week. However, it is the other bear's turn. I'm sorry to say.
Not sure why you're sorry about that.
Because I'm always sorry. Vask, I suppose I should specifically ask, because I was going to let you hunt prey beforehand. Were you choosing to just hunt both of them?
Yes.
Okay. They don't necessarily know that, so I gotta keep that in mind. Yeah, all right. This guy is going to. He's trapped in the corner by you lot. Why would you do such a thing? That's not very nice. He's going to cast a spell.
He can spell?
Yeah.
They
These
are
are
smart.
funny bears, man. I do believe, however, Vask, this is why I had to ask, you have Disrupt Prey as a reaction. And this spell is a manipulate action to cast, so you may certainly effectively make a reactive strike against them.
Outstanding.
If you would like to, you do not have to.
I am glad to take any reactive strikes. But
Fair enough.
My screen has switched to another. I'm at like a darkened screen.
Oh no.
I did a refresh, and I
Oh,
can't
I
see the
see what's going on.
map.
I got you. Hold up. Hold up. I got you. I see what happened. You should be loading it now.
Here I is.
The previous map was still activated technically, so it tried to show you the basement map. Because
Gotcha.
that is what Foundry considered as the active map, but you had no tokens down there, so that's why you had no vision.
So is it the nearest one to me?
Yes, it is this one right here. The
Great.
one you
I've
are
got
in
him.
melee range with.
I have him targeted.
Go for it. Give me that swing.
Oh, come on, Pat. Sorry, I got
If
to
you
get
crit, you
my.
disrupt the spell. So here's hoping for a good roll.
Guess I should have cast Bless instead of Benediction. Wouldn't
42
have
is a
mattered.
hit fantastically, but it will not crit. Go ahead and give me that damage roll.
Heck yeah.
Fantastic. 23 points of damage as the bear opens its maw and is unleashing a spell. I also believe some of our casters might have a
Quick
reaction as well.
recognition.
Yes. I forgot we've got the fucking counter spell wizard over here.
So
I have to think on that.
recall knowledge, right?
Yep, there is actually a button though in that chat
That's what I'm hitting.
message.
I
Perfect.
hit it, and all it's bringing up though is the explanation of it. When I hit
You want to hit
identify
the
magic.
blind button. So
Oh, I
it's
see which
showing
one
like
you're talking
recognize
about.
spell,
I
quick
got it.
recognition. Yeah, the ones that actually ask for a die roll. Bada bing, bada boom.
Identify with nature.
Yes, these are primal spells. A success. The frightened makes it not a crit success. This is a 6th rank Howling Blizzard being cast.
Woo.
Which, for those of you 5e heads out there, is effectively Cone of Cold.
Hold on a second,
And
because
for
this.
reference, he's putting the cone like that.
Rude.
Yep.
I never said these were nice bears.
So I am going to spend a mythic point, and I am going to
Yes.
dispel.
Alrighty. Good old mythic counterspell here.
And Lucian such him down cold.
So
Did it go off? Yeah, I think it did.
you had it as a blind roll here.
All
now,
I
I
did was
don't
hit
believe-
cast. So I know why it went to blind.
Yeah,
I know
you've got
why.
your global
Yep.
rolls to blind. Now, do you have a way to cast here, or are you specifically using your mythic counterspell reaction?
I'm actually going to use my mythic counter spell.
Okay, because you don't actually have to cast Dispel Magic for this. You just lose a spell slot of the rank or higher your choice, which this is 6th rank, so
Yep.
7th is not a bad choice to counterspell with.
Cast.
And then
And the one that I'm going to use. Yeah, so that's the one I used.
perfect. In this case, you will roll, I believe, an occultism check effectively. Because it's your
Alrighty.
spell attack, so to speak. So
And of course, occultism is one of my highest.
is it? Oh, and you're doing it at mythic proficiency, I should say. I'm sorry.
Oh,
So that'll have an additional +4 on it for a 36,
Oh, yeah.
which is a success in
Yay!
this case. So fully, you recognize the spell coming out, draw upon your mythic prowess, and just fully bat it out of the way. And the spell vanishes into air. The bear looking very confused, drool kind of falling from the corner of its mouth. What did you just do? Huh?
Not,
What was that?
not today, my dear friend.
He's gonna try and
Octakex
back
sends his
fast out of the
blessings.
way to get to you.
I think you just
Actually-
suck at casting spells.
Actually, I'm sorry. He's gonna bite you anyway with his 20-foot reach.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Huzzah! Extendo jaws, go.
Oof, critical.
Hmm. That's not good. And I don't believe Zavara would be able to intercept here, unfortunately, with how far away Lucian is.
Hold on one. Oh, I already used my reaction. Never mind.
You've
I think
already used your reaction.
15.
Well, so Zavara, you would not be able to use your faultless defense here, but you do have unbelievable interruption as a mythic ability that allows you to, if you wanted to, you stride
No.
twice and become the target of the attack instead.
Yes.
In which
So
case, you can. I actually think you're already engaged with the enemy, so there's not really a move
I was about to
you would
say, do I
need
need
here.
to stride?
Nope.
Yeah. So
Because you
okay,
do it
yeah, I'll take
directly
it.
towards the enemy. You're there.
I'll take it.
You do spend a mythic point here.
Okay.
That drops you down to 1. And I believe your AC being frightened and off guard right now is only 35, so this is still a crit against you, which will total out to an okay roll, 74 points of piercing damage.
Ooh.
Wow.
Pretty bad.
Hey, it's only 66 when you factor in your resistance.
Oh, how do I do that? Because it says 74. How does it
It'll
get
Well,
there?
automatically apply your resistance.
Okay. Okay.
That's one of the benefits of Foundry.
Oh, there it
All
goes.
right. That does it for the bear's turn. So Savara, it is your move now.
Okay, awesome. So I am going to I don't have my weapon out, and I don't think I've had an opportunity to do that. So I think I need to actually pull that out.
You guys, I was basically saying as you drew your weapons was how we were going to roll initiative. So
Oh, okay. Awesome. Awesome.
if
Awesome.
you wanted it to not be drawn still, sure, but otherwise, the act of you drawing your sword and shield would have been what made these bears realize something was up.
Awesome. Okay. So let me do a lockdown on
Alrighty.
I'll
I think you stopped talking in the middle of that statement.
oh, I said I'll target him.
Which one?
The bear.
There's 2.
Bear.
I know, but a lockdown?
Yes.
I got you. I know what you're going for.
I was just trying to make sure you weren't attacking the one that's stuck in a corner, that you were attacking the one that could free range on these casters here.
Oh, are you saying you think I should do that? Well, this
Yeah.
guy's the one that I've demoralized.
The one that has nowhere to
So this
move.
guy is no longer frightened because frightened decreases by 1 at the end of your turn. So
Alright,
since
well,
its
that
turn just ended, you did demoralize it, but it's no longer frightened.
Well, then can I go ahead and demoralize before I use this lockdown?
Yeah, by all means.
Okay.
Unfortunately, that is not quite a success. As you try and demoralize this bear, and it looks at you, just kind of snorts, and is that the best you can do?
So how okay, now I guess do I just go and use my attack?
Yeah,
Is that
if
how
you'd
I
like
do
to,
it?
you're more than welcome to. So If you are, I think if you are looking for the optimal line here, would probably be a lockdown attack and then taunting the enemies with your last two actions here.
Yeah.
Or raising your shield because, yeah, that hurt earlier.
Well, but I only have. Did they give us the thing that gives us 4 actions? Are we
You are
quickened?
not
No.
quickened right now.
Okay, so then I did the demoralize, and then I'm
Yep.
gonna do lockdown, and then I'll do taunt.
Okay. You are rolling that as a self roll right now, so I cannot see what you actually rolled.
Ah, crap. A 35.
Okay. If you right click on it, you should see an option to reveal the roll, which would show it to everyone. A 35. Unfortunately, that frightened that the bear got on you, that sort of taunting snarl seems to be unfortunately kind of drawing you back, preventing you from both frightening it and your blade just barely missing the bear, failing to bite through its hide.
Okay, so then I'll taunt now.
Fantastic. And of course, I believe you do get to taunt multiple creatures here
Oh, right.
Yeah, I'll do all
because
both of them.
high level guardian. Fantastic. At the end of your turn, your frightened value does go down, which does also mean you are no longer off guard to the bears because that only lasted so long as you were frightened.
Excellent.
Lucian, that'll bring us to you.
First thing Lucian wants to do is to recall knowledge on these things.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm going to select one. Come on, select. There we go. Got one selected. And now recall knowledge.
You rolled as Blight.
Oh,
That is
that's because I
okay.
got
I
them
can
both
just check
selected.
modifiers. Yeah, when you
Yeah.
got them both selected, unfortunately, it defaults to Blight doing the rolls.
Yep.
In this case, I believe. Do you? I don't believe you have any bonuses to recalling knowledge, do you?
Nothing that I know of in my feats offhand.
Right. Uh, Unfortunately, then, not quite a success. It does seem like Arcana and Nature are the most applicable skills for these bears. The Nature just wasn't quite enough to get it.
I think my Arcana is higher by 2 or by 4.
It is.
Okay.
That's why it was very close, but not quite.
Okay.
Actually,
Okay.
okay, you know what? I'm going to give you something here because I got to remember these are a variant creature that has the uncommon ability, which is why the DC is a little bit higher. You're going to recognize these. These are a variant of the base creature type, but the base creature type of these is a Kokogiak. Which are effectively some of the near apex predators in tundra environments. They have 10 legs, I believe,
That's what it looked
and
like.
a disturbingly elongated neck.
Yeah, that's how he bit me.
Yeah.
I saw that.
I will give you the normal recall knowledge question you may ask here about combat abilities. Way I normally break it down is you can ask for high and low save together, any immunities, any weaknesses, any resistances, any active abilities, and any passive abilities are the most common questions.
So, like, the lowest defense I can get?
Yeah, when it comes to saves, you could get what their high and low save is. I won't give you the
Okay.
values of them, but I'll be like,
Yep. Yeah, that's
will
fine.
is their low save.
Right. And that's what I'm looking for is I want to know their
Sounds good.
high, you get one or the other, right? Or both?
You get both high and low.
Okay. I'll take high, low.
Fantastic. Looking at these things, I mean, they're big ass polar bears. Let's be fair. Fortitude is probably their
yeah.
highest save.
And will is
Okay.
their lowest.
Similarly, despite the numerous legs and
Oh,
elongated
reflex.
neck,
Reflex.
So they're
something about their
spellcasters.
intelligence throws you off and thinks that it's not that they have a bad reflex save, but their will save might be higher. So reflex is probably their worst.
Okay. So that's one action.
Yep. 2 left.
Next one is to get myself out of his reach.
Yeah, fair enough. I would say you're able to tell these bears have a 20-foot reach with their jaws. So if you can find a spot in here that is out of that reach, I'm proud of you.
There you go. It
There.
is a spot that's out of the reach.
Go. Let's make sure 5, 10, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay, I just want to make sure they're in the right.
If you select your token and hover another token, it will tell you your distance from them.
Yeah. And so that's 1, 2. And I think I had one other.
Here comes
Oh,
Blight
yeah.
also.
There was one other thing I wanted to do. Where is it? I'm going to use a focus point
Oh,
mythic.
how interesting.
All right. There we go. Evil Eye. Which is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And they should be within 30 feet of me.
Yeah, absolutely. Which one are you targeting with it?
The one I currently have targeted.
Fair enough.
The one straight in front of all right, so casting Evil Eye. Which of not very good against their will, but still it's my one. It costs only one. Right.
In this case, it is going to be a success on their part as you stare at them. Maybe even it's Blight staring at them. That's on you to decide. The bear looks at you, and just a little bit of drool falls out of the corner of your mouth, or of their mouth. What's that funny look for? I'm going to eat you even if you run over there.
I can't.
I
Oh, there's
believe that
Blight.
does it for you. Yeah, I brought Blight over to you on the
All right,
assumption.
and
I'm
then
sitting on your
Blight.
shoulder.
So what's the ceiling height here?
Oh goodness, let me check my notes real quick. I've got it somewhere. About 18 feet high.
All right, so Blight is going to fly up. Oh, I just want Blight, not both of us.
And just to make sure you are aware, when it comes to moving up in Pathfinder, it does cost double speed.
Okay.
Flying down doubles your speed, but going up halves your speed effectively.
There we go. All right, so Blight's movement. Let me get Blight's movement real quick.
Should be 25, I believe.
All right, so 5, 10, 15 here, or let's go 15 here and then up.
Alrighty. Which would mean technically you can go 5 feet up at that point.
Yep.
Alrighty. Then last but not least for this round, Vask, we are up to you.
All right, I've got hunt prey on this guy. I'm assuming already.
Yep. I'm actually going to use the effect just so it's on you and Foundry's tracking it.
Awesome.
Don't do that. Sorry. Hold up.
Oh, it didn't target him.
Yeah, I got you. Give me one moment. I just forked it. Oh, there you go. And that's weird how that wants that to go. All right. You got it.
There we go. Now he's targeted.
Yes.
All right. So we're going all out on this sucker.
Alrighty.
Double slice and twin takedown afterwards. So Action 1 is going to be attack.
Yep.
He shoots.
37 absolutely hits.
Let's drop some damage on homie.
Fantastic. I will wait to combine. And then you should see there is actually a direct toggle at the top of your actions tab for double slice second attack. Sense. Actually, I'm sorry. Your weapons are agile, aren't they? Sawtooth sabers are agile.
Yes.
So you just attack at full map on the second strike, anyways.
Okay, second one comes out. Well, Pookie.
31, unfortunately, will not quite do it.
All right, so that was actions
23
1 and 2.
damage. Fantastic.
Now we're doing action 3 is twin takedown. Which is
Okay.
two more attacks. So these take the -4 map.
These will both be at the map 8 because double slice does count as 2 attacks still when calculating map.
Okay, fair enough.
So basically, you don't roll at map for the second attack, but it still counts as if you had made the attack at map.
All right, 2 more. Here we go.
Go for it. 36 is an exact hit.
And then the last one.
Go for it.
This will be a nat 20.
I believe. Oh, you rolled twice.
Oh, I don't know why it rolled twice.
I don't know. But both unfortunately
missed.
missed. I'm going to deal the damage on this one, but again, reminder, these attacks should have been made at map 8, not the map 4.
I did those at map 8.
It showed up as 4. Might have missed
Really?
the,
Yeah.
yeah.
It rolled them as 4. Interesting.
That is
Foundry's being
whack.
jank tonight. Very goofy. Works for me.
Okay.
All right. A total of 44 damage onto this bear, carving through its flesh. Pretty large, sturdy bears. The noise definitely beginning, both the battle cry, the tormented wail from the bear, the sound of spells being cast. Whether or not this draws any attention will remain to be seen. This is a bear den, so who's to say? As we move to the top of round 2, though, that is going to be where we end off for tonight. So when we pick up next week, we will pick up directly right where we left off in the midst of the fight. Hopefully, we will have Valerian back with us, who will step out of the ethereal plane to join in on this.
He'll come up the staircase.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey, did you know they had a bar downstairs?
Thank you all so much for playing. I hope you enjoyed. Moving forward, you guys can absolutely continue sneaking your way through. And I'd say the benefit of doing so, you might find Ordulf on his own at some point and be able to ambush him. However, if you take some time and take out enemies you come across, while that may raise awareness, that will also put you in a position to sort of orchestrate the assassination how and when you want, and have fewer potential reinforcements during it. So that's sort of the push and pull of you guys, what you can do in this infiltration. The more enemies you take out, the easier the fight will be. But that involves doing multiple fights beforehand. So,
All right. Well, thanks for running. Thanks for
have a
watching,
great
everybody.
night, everyone. I will see you
Um,
next week.
Please
I
like,
appreciate
share,
it. Thank you.
subscribe,
Thank you.
All right,
Bye.
comment, all the stuff.
Hasta la vista.
Uh,
Bobby.
hopefully, we'll catch you again next week.